How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking you guys along from Embarkation to Debarkation on Utopia, the world's biggest weekend. This is a 72-hour long trip for Nicole and I, where we are just taking you along and absorbing everything that this ship has to offer and showcasing it in one video. Now, we do have all 4 videos of these on the channel, so if you guys are interested in seeing any of these portions, you guys can go ahead and check that out. But if you guys are interested in seeing what it looks like to spend 72 hours on this ship, this is the place to be. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Good afternoon, everybody. From Port Canaveral, you can see behind me, Utopia of the Seas is docked over here, and that is what we are doing today. We are starting our cruise vlogs here at Port Canaveral with a 3-night, 4-day cruise on Utopia of the Seas. Now, today is embarkation day, so we're gonna go ahead, start from the house, show you how we got here, and then we'll pick up from there. It is embarkation day, and we have our 2 suitcases. Probably should have went bigger because this is quite full, but we have everything packed up at this point. We have check-in in about an hour and a half. Look at how massive this thing is. To be fair, we packed for the 2 of us for the whole weekend. So this is pretty much all clothes. The other stuff has a lot of like camera stuff and other random gizmos and gadgets in there, but my goodness, this thing is packed for a basically 4-day, 3-night cruise. That's crazy. We have just pulled up to Terminal 1. There is Utopia of the Seas. I see water slides galore up there, it looks like. You know, funny enough, a hurricane had just come through Florida and pretty much all of the eastern United States, but you could see out in the distance there are some storms brewing, and I think there's another storm coming here right behind Helene. So hopefully we don't have any issues while we're out on the water. But obviously we'll let you guys know over these next few days if anything does end up happening. Now, we did park over here in kind of the overnight parking, or you know, the parking that is here for the next few days. You actually prepay it because they know that you're staying for the cruise. And it was about $78 for the 4 nights. Sorry, 3 nights, not 4 nights, 4 days. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and get our stuff checked in. What a beautiful ship. It looks new, it just looks clean and pristine. Again, we didn't have the water slides on our last cruise, so we're excited to do, I think it's like the Kraken or the Void. I don't know what it's called, but it's the big one on the back there. Very excited to be able to do that. I know this is an Oasis class, and we have done Oasis class ships in the past. I think I've done 2 of them at this point, so I don't think there's too many crazy variations, but either way, let's go ahead and get checked in. There we go, Cruise Terminal 1. Now again, our check-in time I think was 12:30. We are a little bit behind, a little bit of traffic getting out here, and we were just a little bit late. All right, well, now we are going up. We just went through security. We've done this a few times now, but here we go, up the escalator, on to our next adventure. This actually still looks kind of busy over here. All of the lines, but I don't think it should be too long. We'll try and find one that's empty. All right, we got a spot here. We're gonna go ahead and get checked in. That was all of maybe a minute. Got that taken care of very quickly. There we go, ship this way. All right, we had a few weird blips. I don't know what was going on. Something was going on with my passport and I wasn't getting checked in. I don't really know, but it did all get taken care of. We are now on the gangway, heading on to the brand new Utopia of the Seas. Here we go, first steps on. Nicole was first. There it is, Utopia of the Seas. How's it going? Woo-hoo. Party time, party time. Look at this pesky parrot. Oh, this is sweet looking. On Allure and Oasis, they didn't have this. This looks like a lot of fun already. A little bit of a different layout. I can already see it. First thing though, we do need to go over to guest services and get a few things taken care of. So give us just a few minutes. All right, a little bit of a rough start here. So couldn't get the Royal Railway yet. We are on the wait list. We'll see if we can end up getting that. It is something I was calling them multiple times. I've talked to them a ton of times. Have not been able to get that reservation online. They said we have to do it here on the boat itself. So unfortunately, we couldn't get it. It is all booked up, but we are on the reservation. I also asked for a 2-seater for our dinner, and we are with a group of like 6 people because like we film, so I just like don't want to like make people feel awkward or anything. It's totally fine, like we'll do it, but it's just like for the sake of like other guests, I don't want to be rude. So we are trying to figure a few of those things out, but either way, we're gonna go ahead, head up to our room and do a little room tour really quick. They have some pretty fancy elevators here. So we're on floor 9, so we're gonna go to elevator D, and that is how this works. So we're just gonna wait over here. All right, we decided to take the stairs. It was taking a little while, so as cool of a system as it is, didn't feel like it was working out totally how we thought it was going to. We waited for a few minutes and we're like, we're just gonna take the stairs. Very busy also. I think it is a fully booked cruise, so there's going to be a lot of people on this boat today. So I think everybody in the comments before was saying it's a ship, not a boat. I think I just kind of use it all interchangeably. It's a vessel, it's a boat, it's a ship. It's a, I don't know, but we'll probably try and call it a ship, but sometimes we might call it a boat. All right, we have an interior room, by the way. Nicole has never seen this. We started with a balcony, so be prepared, Nicole. There it is, 9253, port side. Okay, here we go.
I'm a little scared, Dylan. Oh, we have a window.
Oh, we have an interior window.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay. Wow, I was so nervous.
Ooh.
I thought.
I was like, wait, there's not even a screen of a blue water.
Okay, so let me tell you guys a little story. First of all, I gotta turn the lights on in here. Where's the here we go. Hold on.
Oh, this is
bad. Oh, we gotta put our card in. It's one of those fancy ones. Okay, so you have to put the card in to get the lights working. We got it here. There's Nicole over in her little nook over there. All right, I'm gonna pause this TV for a second and tell you why this isn't that bad. Okay, so the last time I had an interior room, we had no porthole, we had literally nothing. You closed the door and it was pitch black. It was kind of frightening. So this has like a little window. We'll do a little room tour here in just a second, but that is why I was so nervous. I'm like, it's gonna be one of those things where like you close the door and it's completely dark until you turn on a light, and then you have light, and it's like, I don't know, it was very weird. This is totally fine. We don't have a balcony. We went super affordable on this ship for this one because we were just like, we wanna go explore it. We have one in January that we spent a lot more money on, more excursions, things like that. So that one's gonna be a lot more in depth. But for this one, we were like, we wanna go check out Utopia, but we don't need to like go above and beyond as far as like the stay. Plus, you really don't spend that much time in the room. The balcony is awesome, especially when you're pulling into a port. Absolutely love that. But either way, let's go ahead and do a room tour for you guys. It's actually pretty big in here, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. My apologies, my microphone was not working correctly and I have to do a little voiceover for you guys, but I just wanted to point out that the room felt a lot more spacious, and it just like the walking space was really nice. I also point out that the couch here is pretty comfortable, not something I would sleep on, but definitely, you know, nice to just kind of lounge on. We look at some of the closet space, and just keep in mind right now, Utopia is 3 and 4 night sailings. So there is plenty of space in here. Maybe if they transition to a 7 night sailing or something like that, it would be utilized more, but we didn't really use almost any of it. Then the thermostat is something I wanted to point out because on Allure of the Seas, we had this really old one where like the dial, you just kind of like cranked it to either blue for cold or red for heat, and you really didn't know what you were setting it at, where this one, at least you can kind of tell what's going on. We look at some of the counter space over here where I kind of point out that there are more drawers. You got a blow dryer, and then there's actually the cooler down there. A lot of people call it a mini fridge. I think it's technically a cooler because it'll keep things cool, but it will not make them cold. So if you put something like a, lukewarm water bottle in there, it's not gonna get cold overnight. But if you put like a cold water bottle in there, it will kind of keep it cold. Then I am pointing out some of the outlets that you have on the actual desk area here. You've got some USB, you've got the traditional ports, and then I think those ones that are empty are for anybody that's traveling internationally that can go ahead and utilize any of their international plugs. I also want to point out that on the side tables, we do have a traditional plug there along with a USB-C, and then you have a light, and that is on both sides. So both ends of the bed are able to utilize a plug and a USB-C. And then next I'm looking under the bed just to show you there's a lot of storage space down there. Pretty much you could just pop your luggage down there if you wanted to, your empty luggage or whatever. That's kind of what we did. And then we are taking a look at our Central Park view. We were there right on the end, and I'm kind of pointing out there's some smudges. I think there was a little kid. It looked like little handprints all over the window, so he's probably just looking outside and watching everybody kind of walk by. And then finally we end with the bathroom, and I'm just kind of pointing out that the door has like a little magnetic system. Not too much of a pull to it. It's just kind of keeping it closed. As well, you have 2 hooks on the back for towels, robes, whatever. And then the actual shower itself was definitely different than Allure, where this one actually had a door that opened outward, where Allure had one that kind of like slid together. And Allure's was also kind of a frosty look to it. This is clear so you could see through it. The shower itself also did feel a little bit bigger. Counter space and everything else looked pretty similar to the other ships in my opinion. But again, it's kind of utilized to go to the bathroom and shower, and that's about it. All right, we have made it upstairs. Take a look outside, though. I like that. You get the big coconut sign. Looks like they're having a party out there.
Oh, I love those lay in the water chairs.
Oh, over there, yeah. Look at that. You get like a little floating mini hot tub thing or something up top.
It's like a pinnacle.
Right up there. It might be. Hopefully not. I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm really excited for this one. It looks clean. It looks new. I'm stoked. Yeah, it is. Let's go to the Windjammer. It's right behind us here. Here is Windjammer right here. This is unique. This feels fancy. Look at this. What the heck?
It's so much.
This is like, I don't know. Don't you feel like fancy? Yeah. This is crazy. Hand washing stations. Always love that. So we're going to go ahead and wash our hands. Nicole will show us how it's done. Little automatic soap dispenser there. And then the hands. And then right here, also a mirror if you want to check yourself out. This is crazy looking in here. Totally different of a look from the other Windjammers that we have been to. Look at this front display. It's food. There's cupcakes here. Royal Caribbean, Utopia of the Seas. How stinking cool.
What flavor is it?
So these are vanilla cupcakes that were over there at the table. So first bite, try it out. First item on the cruise. I don't know if it's gonna be any good or not. They said it's just vanilla. But I was nervous because I feel like we just talked about like dye flavored things tasting a little weird.
I think it's a whipped cream frosting.
Okay.
Cake's really good. Frosting's a little lackluster.
So it looks like off to the left we have the deli here. Let's go take a look at some of these items. Look how fancy all of this looks. Now, I'm not going to show you everything because I feel like it will take forever, but I'll kind of just point out the different sections that they have. But look at that cheese wheel.
Oh, wow.
We have Asian over here, some Asian cuisine. Oh, you can do like a stir fry. You have some naan bread. Let's see, a beef stir fry, butter chicken. I love butter chicken. Also love masala. All right, let's try out This is just a strawberry daiquiri version. Is it?
As always, it's sweet.
Yeah. So we did, again, the refreshment package, not the alcoholic package. We're only here for a few days. We'll buy any alcoholic drinks just as we want. We don't drink enough alcohol to really justify it, unfortunately. So we did at least the refreshment so we can get a few fun drinks. We can get smoothies, some like non-specialty. Well, yeah, we don't know if they're smooth. I thought they would be. Oh my gosh, they have churros? What?
Oh, that right now.
Oh my gosh, they have a churro station. No way do they have like a little churro bar. Oh my gosh, look at them. That's so good. Here is seafood. Wow, look at all that. You've got lobster up there. You've got mussels. You got salmon tartare. What is over there? Clams? That's fancy. This is like crazy good. We have soup over here. Then we have a favorite section. Oh, we have BBQ chicken, pork schnitzel. We have a Guinness beef stew with rice. Man, I feel like this Windjammer is like bumping. Yeah, this is like, I don't know. This is crazy nice. I feel like this is definitely a step up from the Allure. Jelly sandwiches. That's funny. You get a little medley over here. What are these? Coconut cream puffs, cookies, thirst quencher over here. It looks like some crazy, oh, they're out of order. But you have like coffee. It looks like some new tech over there. There's more of that naan bread. Of course, the dessert bar. What is over here? Is that a carrot cake? You know we've been on the hunt for a carrot cake, but we've been striking out. I'm sure we'll still try it though. This is super nice too. They have a gluten-free section right here. So if you guys are looking for gluten-free, everything right in front of us here is gluten-free. How nice. All right, so we found a spot here by the window. You get the industrial look here. We don't quite have the beautiful views yet, but we will have it pretty soon. So I'm gonna go ahead, pick up some items, and then show you what we got, but it's kind of busy up there, so give us 1 second. All right, we'll start up with this plate here, which is going to be just a few fruits. We went with cantaloupe, watermelon, and pineapple. So traditional, but always a delight. And then we went with some more of our proteins. We have a pork schnitzel, we got a burger, mac and cheese, and a few french fries. I don't like to take too much because I feel like I'd rather just go up versus waste a ton of food. So this is all stuff that I definitely would eat. Either way, this is our lunch and a view right now. So let's go ahead and start digging in. Also, what is that one over there? You see that? I don't know what it is, that white one. It looks like a military ship of some sort. I think this is like a transportation one. It looks like they got the big cranes. I feel like they like pick up and deliver, you know, crates off of that thing. Oh, you know what? I think it's one of those like garbage ones. I think all like the garbage goes underneath those things and it closes up. I don't know. I don't know enough about anything nautical based, to be honest. Well, a little bit of a strikeout. So Nicole did pick up a few things herself, but unfortunately, they're closing everything down right now. It's 3 p.m., right?
Yeah, and they like close it fast.
They take it down.
Here and I'm heading over to the churros, pull them away. The lobster, pull it away. I'm like, wow, like you're just out of luck. So I grabbed some remainders. I
almost grabbed the churros myself, but I was like, no, I'll grab them after. So hopefully it all comes back out because I really want to try those churros. If those churros aren't back, oh, I'm going to be so upset.
Get right in.
All right, we're going to try everything out and then we'll kind of let you know. I've started to eat a few things, but now that we have everything else, kind of, we wanted to try more, but unfortunately, yeah. So 3 p.m., got to remember that. All right, we have kind of started to pick away. We'll kind of finish up a few more things here, but before it's all gone, let's talk a little bit about it. Burger is almost gone. One more bite left there. I really liked it. Nicole didn't try it, but I liked it a lot more than the one that we had on Allure. I think this one was a little bit thicker, felt just more genuine. The schnitzel, so the pork schnitzel, it's very, very dry, unfortunately. The flavor's pretty good, but just, like I said, really dry. These were not very good. These were the wedges. Do not recommend. They taste almost chemically. We got the naan bread, which was good, very soft and kind of a little bit chewy, but just like perfect. Rice was good. We got the tofu version because that's all they had because it was closing down. But the masala actually tastes good, but we don't like tofu, or I guess just like it's just kind of a weird consistency. So the masala itself is good. The chicken tender is good. Fries are good. All the fruit was great. The pineapple was the best in my opinion. Then the watermelon, and then the cantaloupe. Cantaloupe was good. It just like, it didn't have a bunch of flavor. This is the beef stew.
The Guinness beef stew.
Guinness beef stew, correct. A little bit heavy on the beer flavor, but it is really good and flavorful overall. But again, we didn't have much rice to kind of go with it. So now you kind of just have the stew and not kind of like the mode to kind of like take it in. But yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm feeling. Anything else you want to point out overall?
No, I mean, it was okay, but I guess in all fairness, like, it wasn't what I wanted to try. I just got up there too late. So I feel like I kind of like had to like pick what was there, and I didn't love some of the options, but that's on me for not being up there on time.
As we are leaving, look at these. I think this is chocolate sculptures here. What? That is so cool. Okay, out the way that we came in. Oh, this just turned on. Spooky ghost. Oh, that one's on too. They're just randomly turning on. We are just stepping outside for the first time right now. The lime and coconut does look pretty sweet. Everybody is out here. Like I said, it is going to be a very busy cruise for this trip. Also, we are coming out here to grab our cup. We need to grab our like little drink cup that you get, because you get that included with your refreshment package. So they have something called sprinkles here. So they're ice cream. They have like a little ice cream bar over there that you can put like sprinkles and stuff on it. They are up in their game. I see you, Utopia. Well, you know we had to stop for an ice cream, and it's just sprinkles there. So I thought it was going to be more, but you do have a little bit of sprinkles. I guess it makes sense with the name. So this is pretty cool. So this is like a little kids area. They've got a slide over there. But look at that. That's like legit. They've got legit slides here. They've got a few of them right here. You've got the orange, blue, and yellow. And that one even has like a little bowl that you go into. This is a cool outdoor bar here. I think this is where the hot tub was before, but it kind of wraps around. You're a little bit shaded. I really like that. The solarium looks big. Wow, so I think taking away the upstairs at the other one actually opened it up a lot. So wouldn't you agree this looks bigger?
Oh, I don't know. I think I need to look around.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think that you said the upstairs portion here. Remember, like the stairs,
but I think
it opens it up.
Bigger, the upstairs, downstairs.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think like not having the upstairs.
I also have no concept for space.
That's true. I was gonna say, I feel like with me, like I look at this and I'm like, oh, like it feels like big and spacious up here, and like just way more open. I like this design because I feel like with the stairs and being upstairs, it kind of like took away from kind of this grand feel here. They also have hand washing stations out here. They really put them all throughout the ship. I really like that. We have some hot tubs over here, lots of seating in here. It's kind of got a cool breeze. I like it. You know, I typically don't really go to the solarium much except for the hot tubs, but like this feels like a really good area to hang out. A bar out here too. I don't know, I'm really liking Utopia right now. Here's another hot tub with another layer down, and it kind of overhangs the back. This is awesome. I really like this design. I think Nicole's gonna like that little area down there. This hot tub area looks awesome as well. You've got another one over there. There is so much space back here. This has to be bigger, like for sure. These fun little sculptures of seahorses here. Again, behind it, as I was pointing out, is another hot tub, but the amount of space here is ridiculous. Okay, I'll stop talking about the space, but just so you guys know, it is awesome back here. And there are actually multiple levels. If you go down right around the corner here, you can actually go onto the bottom floor as well. So we do still kind of have an upstairs, it's just a little bit different. So the other side had the bar. The hot tub is still over here, and you get a TV. So maybe they'll put on some football games or something on Sunday. I don't really know, but I like that they use like the greenery up here. Here's that water slide portion. We're definitely gonna be doing that. And I think we'll be able to take you guys along with us. I'll bring the GoPro on there. I will come sliding through. Oh, look at how fast you come in there. Oh, that's so cool.
I've never done that on a body slide, only like a tube.
Yeah, same here. It's gonna be so much fun. This is kind of interesting. They have cabanas on the actual ship here. This is 12 Paradise Drive. You can call them over here. So I don't think they had these on Allure. I know that they had kind of like covered seating, but I don't recall them having like cabanas here like this. Also, we have kind of the lounger style chairs here that are green, and then right here you have blue, so kind of two different variations. I think these still do recline, but not like this. So depending on what you want to do, maybe you want to sit and read, maybe this is a little bit easier for you versus like laying down. Kind of your choice. Also, we can come take a look over the edge. Here's our view. I wonder what those are down there. I feel like that's like a restock for everything that they put on the ship here. Also, we're parked way back there. You might be able to actually see our car. Quite the line there for the slides, so we'll see. Tomorrow, I think it's Nassau. I think it'll be a good day to do some slides and do some stuff on the actual ship here. But yeah, definitely some lines are gathering over there. But I assume they might move decently quick since you have 3 slides up there. But I bet you a lot of people want to do this orange one.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do the big countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome aboard! And now, give it up for your entertainment activities team.
As we're walking around getting ready for our set sail party, it looks like this is the arcade. It's pretty decent sized in here, bigger than the other one as well. Kind of fun, looks new. Some cool little things here. I think you get some discounts and you have a little card. We don't really spend too much time here, if any at all, but maybe we'll try it out this time. But we kind of wanted to keep exploring the ship here. Here's the Loco Fresh. Last time it was just in a little hut off to the right. This one looks to have quite a big section here. Yeah, take a look at this. Quite the big bar over here. So you have kind of put your stuff together, your own little burritos. Looks like they have pre-packaged ones over here. They have a chicken burrito, chicken quesadilla, beef burrito. So that's pretty cool. Get one that's already pre-done or make your own. And you have a few desserts there at the end. Oh yeah. Yeah, the little fruit cups down there at the bottom.
Refreshing.
Some fruits over here, and then some fruit drinks over here. It looks like maybe like a strawberry or blueberry kind of drink there, and maybe a lemonade. And you have a few more toppings over here. Sliced jalapeno, lettuce, lime, queso blanco, just a little bit of everything. So definitely a little bit more in depth than the other ships. Coming back here to the back of the boat, it looks like we have, I think that's the Windjammer right there. All of the staterooms that have the internal balconies. I think that's just kind of a look maybe from the Windjammer as well. Not too sure, but I want to come over here and take a look at the giant slide. This is just kind of a playground over here, which is kind of fun. You have like a little bit of a jungle gym, some like little mini rock climbing stuff. You got, it looks like this is a pretty big slide in the center here. And there is the massive slide. So I think I called it like the Void or Kraken or something. It's called the Ultimate Abyss. Yeah, if you look, you kind of spiral all the way down. Very nerve-wracking holding my camera up over there. Also, we have the Disney Wish right across the way on the water. They are getting ready to set sail today too. It looks like, I think I saw the Glory. I don't know if that is the, that's a Carnival or if that was a Royal. I don't know who owns the Glory, but that is Disney right there. Yeah, look at this thing, the Ultimate Abyss. That is crazy. So I don't think this is a water slide actually. I thought it was a water slide. I think it's a body slide that you have like a little like raft thing. I don't even know, but you like sit on it. And I'm seeing people, nobody's wearing swimsuits going on this, so I think it's just a regular slide. What? They do also have the flow riders here on board. This is something that I still have yet to do. I want to do it, I just haven't done it. I don't know, I feel like it's always a long line and just never commit, but maybe one time we will. Maybe this will finally be the trip that we commit to doing the flow rider. But yeah, either way, it's kind of a fun view back here. It's always interesting because you get so much industrial off the back of the ship here. You get, you know, just like random things of water. I think there's some restaurants out there, obviously other cruise boats, but then at some point, you know, you get just like, I don't know, open water as soon as you start getting out there, and it's beautiful, beautiful views. It's funny too because you kind of just go like right outside and you can still see land as you kind of head out that direction. It's always kind of fun. But either way, I think we're gonna wait for our set sail and then we'll kind of continue on. Look at that slide. Oh my gosh, that looks intense. Somebody's just challenged me to ping pong. Oh, taking off the sunglasses. Oh, she's getting ready over here. Okay. Bags off. Shades are off. Game on, I guess. Who won?
I smoked him.
You did? What was the score?
21-11.
Okay. Good job. So this is kind of weird. I think we should have sailed away a little bit ago. They made an emergency announcement just a little bit ago, and sorry, I'm coming over here to look at this. Maybe I should be looking actually at this one over here. But yeah, we're waiting, and when we were actually checking in, they also had like a code and somebody that they were looking for, so like a room. So I don't know if there's something weird going on this boat. We're gonna find out though. Hopefully nothing too crazy. But what I am looking for is the Vitality Spa, because I want to get a smoothie of some sort, or maybe even get a milkshake from Johnny Rockets, but I don't know. Spawn Fitness is on 6. So they gave a triple alpha and a room number, which I Googled, and it said that that is like a serious medical emergency, such as either like a heart attack or something that like really requires some sort of assistance. So I think that is why we're not leaving yet, but I think we were supposed to leave just a little bit ago. So we're just gonna keep on exploring for now. Hopefully everything is okay with whoever the guest is. I don't know if they end up needing to get off board or what the situation is, but either way, we're coming over here to Johnny Rockets because my refreshment package includes milkshakes. Oh, look at this on the boardwalk. They actually have some games out here, so you kind of get that like real vibe. Also, Playmakers is out here on the boardwalk instead of in like the main promenade. That's interesting. So if you guys are interested, now it's in a new location for Utopia. Here we go, Johnny Rockets, baby. And there we go. We have our first milkshake with a little heart straw. So they have a little rock climbing area for kids almost, kind of like a jungle gym, but actually right over here, let's go take a look. We have the rock climbing wall, which I found out is free thanks to you guys. You guys let me know that it is actually included in your vacation on Utopia of the Seas for the Royal Caribbean ships. You can actually go ahead and do this for free. So I don't know if we'll end up doing it. Again, there's a lot to do. We'll see. It's a lot to cram in 3 nights and 4 days. And this is the Aqua Theater back here. There is a new show here, which is going to be very fun. I think we're doing it tonight. I don't know, we tried to schedule everything out as soon as you get on the boat. That's one thing with these big mega ships is you kind of have to schedule everything ahead of time. You have to like get tickets, it's free, but they kind of like need you to register. I think you could still come in and do standby, but you won't get as good of a seat, so you gotta just keep that in mind. To be fair though, it's not the biggest stadium, so I think you'll ultimately be able to get a pretty good seat no matter what. That's a big thing with these ships is you start to get new like variations on the shows, and that's kind of what differentiates them. So we'll go ahead and try them all out and see how they compare to Allure, which was our last ship we did. We have gotten back to our room. Swim trunks are on. It's time to swim. We got everything taken care of. I want to point one thing out before we get out of here though. These plugs are not working super well. So I love that we have them, but this one here, the USB-C, is not giving me power. I have to use this one. And this one keeps giving me like a finicky connection. So I don't know if it just isn't strong enough or what. It did charge when it was charging, but it kept like saying like that it wouldn't. So I just want to kind of let you guys know, as nice as these are, there are a few issues that I've been having with them. You know, they're there nonetheless. So maybe like lower powered things, maybe they're not great for like phone charging. Not too sure, but just wanted to point that out. Also, it took us quite a while, but we are finally moving. Obviously, we have nothing to see here, but we are finally moving. We can feel it. A little late, but better late than never. Either way, we're gonna go hang out in the pool for a little bit, and then we'll meet you guys back when we get ready for dinner. Well, we are back in the room right now, and it is a rocky one. This is one of the heaviest like wave situations I have dealt with. We went to the pool for about an hour or so. We do have dinner in about 30 to 40 minutes. We got to go down and double check kind of our double situation. We are taking these, I think they're bonines or bonines, I don't know. We took one, the serving size is 1 to 2. I'm taking a second one to be preemptive. I mean, I am like rocking and rolling out there. The waves in the pool were like pushing up like crazy. So these are little chewables. I highly recommend if you guys are cruising, take them. Not drowsy or like a non-drowsy. I was gonna say I don't get drowsy from them. So it definitely helps out a lot in my opinion at least. So definitely recommend you take them like every day. So gonna take it, crunch it up. A little bit of bitterness to it, but it's not bad and it really does help. But either way, we're gonna get ready for our dinner. Being a platinum member, you get a robe. So yeah, we asked, I was like, oh, I'm a platinum member. Can I get a robe? And he was like, absolutely. So I'll show you the robes that are included for platinum or above. Here we go. Our robes, they're pretty heavy.
Are they soft?
Not really.
You think they're clean?
Okay.
Wow.
Fashionista.
You got a hood?
I think I do back there. How do I look?
You look cozy.
Whoo! So that toga party that's on Sunday night might have just found the fit. So, but it's a little scratchy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know what? It's nice. It's complimentary. And platinum members, you always love to get a little perk. All right, we are heading now to dinner. We have kind of cleaned up. Nicole's all dressed up. I'm dressed up a little bit here. Thank you. But we, like I said, are heading down right now. We actually have to talk to kind of the host over there and figure out our dining situation. So give us 1 minute and we'll go take a look at the menu and take you to dinner with us. Here is our dinner menu for the night. So the chef's recommendation is the crispy crab cake. We have the southern fried chicken and the key lime pie. Some of our main courses tonight, as well as some of our starters and our desserts. Then you have the premium options if you want to go ahead and upgrade whatever you're having. Let's see what we go for. I think the ones that have the little mark next to them, they always have like that little Royal Caribbean sign. So we'll see what is all new. I like to typically get things that aren't every single night, but that's just me. Alrighty, we have our table here. Now looking at the menu, it kind of looks to be the same from our last cruise, or very similar at least. Before we sometimes will actually get 2 or 3 of the items. So like, you know, we might do like spinach artichoke, roasted tomato, and like escargot or something, for example, for like an appetizer, and we'll split them. I don't know what we're gonna do. Last time we got the southern fried chicken, I don't think I loved it. So we're looking at potentially like the fish fillet, the prime rib, and that chicken sod. So I think those are going to be our main course options. We'll see if we end up doing all 3 or picking and choosing, but it's looking pretty good right now. And our seats, so it is Nicole and I here in our 2-seater, and we are kind of next to the railing right here, kind of off to the side. A decent little view of the entire room. Something a little interesting is we have one of those like escape boats outside of the window over here, which is kind of unique compared to the ocean view that I think we had last time, but that's all right. Also, the bread tends to be really good here. Always love that. I went with an unsweet tea and Nicole did a club soda. Just had some bread. They always have pretty good bread options here. And the tea here is an unsweet tea. I don't really like it. I feel like there's not much flavor. It kind of just tastes like water. I'm not getting much tea. I did try to add some sugar to it. I typically don't. I like just kind of plain black tea. Not really doing it for me, unfortunately. So don't know if I would recommend that. How is the club soda at least?
It's good. Love a good club soda. I appreciate.
Sorry, we were just getting our appetizers. What were you saying about the club soda?
It's good. I always laugh when I ask for a lemon and I get brought some lime. So I appreciate the lemon, and it's nice and bubbly, and the boat's rocking's really getting to me. So I'm trying to see if the club soda helps a little bit.
It is very rocky, but there is the spinach artichoke dip, and here is my tomato soup. Hopefully we aren't rocking too much that will, knock anything over, but it is very, very sway-y tonight. But they kind of look like almost like Doritos of sorts.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, so how's the flavor on it?
Good. They're just like a plain tortilla chip. They're thick, which I like, but the dip's really good, actually.
Okay. I don't think we had that last time, right?
No, it's not.
Should have tried it. But either way, now we are. Well, I'd like to talk about my tomato soup really quick. Last time I had it on the Allure, I said it tasted like Lunchable pizza sauce, and it wasn't bad. But this definitely tastes a lot more like tomato soup. Much better in my opinion. I don't know if it's on a per boat basis or they just mix things up, but I really like this. I think it definitely came a lot better than the last time we got it. Not as like fake tasting this time, so really appreciate that, Royal. Look at these, they look delicious. So this is the chicken curry. It reminds me of that Volcano Bay dish. They've got like a coconut curry that is super good. Hopefully that tastes great. The fish looks fantastic. It's got a little butter sauce down there, super buttery. I did taste the sauce. And then we have the prime rib over there. Also, the curry here does come with some Indian bread, he was saying. Looks like there's 2 different types here. Really looking forward to this. I'll let you guys know what we think. I'm currently trying this curry right now. This is super good. I love the flavor on this. Super flavorful. The chicken is super tender. This might be my favorite dish that I've had on Royal. I think it was a tikka masala last time. This is superb. Well, what do you think of everything? I'll give my first impressions. This was like dang near a 10 out of 10. Really liked it. The bread plus the curry and the whole system worked really well. Super flavorful. The fish was my second. I'd maybe give this maybe like a 7, 7.5. It's kind of a basic white fish. When you get everything with it, it comes out pretty good. A little bit more fishy than I would like, especially for a white fish, which I feel like tends to be a little less fishy. But either way, still liked it. Just not my favorite dish. And then the prime rib, I wasn't totally getting prime rib. It was okay. I'd maybe give it like a 5 out of 10. Wasn't absolutely horrible, but it also wasn't very good. I just don't think that the meat quality was quite what I was expecting with the prime rib.
I think you summed it up really well. The biggest thing with the prime rib for me was it didn't feel like a prime rib. It kind of felt like a sirloin or like we're doing a strip tonight. So it almost feels like we got like a piece of the strip with like the gravy smothered on top versus that like prime rib texture. Potatoes were really good though. The fish was pretty good, basic white fish, a little fishier than like both of us were expecting. And weirdly enough, I really liked his chicken dish. Typically I'm not into like that, and I said the same thing at Volcano Bay. I didn't want it at all, and I loved it. It was really good, and the naan bread or the pita, whatever came with it, was also really good. So it's nice being able to like try the meals here and not feeling like we wasted money when we don't like something, because now I've learned that maybe I like that chicken dish.
Finally up is our desserts. We have the peanut caramel bar here with a little bit of a compote, a little berry compote down there, and then we have a traditional key lime pie that Nicole got over there. So we're gonna try these out, let you guys know what we think. I believe we got this last time. I don't know if we got that, so.
I was gonna say, that sounds familiar, but it doesn't look familiar.
Yes, right?
I almost thought there was like chocolate on there last time, because I feel like we got it. Or maybe it was just like a similar version of it, but we got a version of that last time.
We definitely did. Something. It doesn't look the same, but we'll see. Let us know how this is.
It's good, but I wish it was cold. It's tart. It's like right there, you're salivating. Ooh, it's good, but I just wish it was colder.
Ooh. It is, yeah. You get hit tingly, very tart, good flavor, but yeah, I do wish it was a little bit more cold. It is a little bit like colder than room temperature, but I think it's gotta be like chilly, but it is a good flavor. Either way, I do like that. Let's go ahead and try out this peanut caramel bar. Let's try this thing out right here. It tastes like a peanut butter Rice Krispie treat. Lots of peanut butter. I don't know if we got this last time, but it tastes really good, and I feel like I would have remembered it. I like that a lot. The Rice Krispies are a little chewy, as if they might have been sitting around. I'm sure they prepare this well in advance, I would assume. But that has a lot of good flavor. If you like peanut butter, you will love this. It just tastes exactly like peanut butter Rice Krispies.
Well, that is good. Well, there's a lot more peanut butter in there than I thought, but like, we love peanut butter. That's very, very good. I like that a lot.
Well, there you go. 2 really good desserts tonight. And if I were to recommend, I would say if it were my pick, I would pick the tomato soup, and then I would pick the curry that we got, that chicken curry, and then I would probably pick this over that. And the only reason I say that is because that's just not chilled. If that was chilled, it would be a pretty close race, but I love peanut butter too, so I think I'm just choosing this all day. I like the little berry compote at the bottom. Pretty nice meal today. Alrighty, now that we are all finished up, we're gonna go explore a little bit of the Royal Promenade as we are heading to our show. We are watching I think it's Utopia. It is an ice skating show, about 50 minutes. We have piano going on over at the Schooner Bar. There's guest services straight ahead, and then right here is that like floating bar that kind of just goes up and down. We have the Cafe Promenade. So a lot of this does feel pretty similar for the Oasis class ships. Over here, it looks like we have a little photo op with Utopia there. Here's a little car next to it. We do have some coffees included in our drink package, so we'll definitely try that out here in a little bit. The accessories over here as well. There is the iconic Sorrento's pizza. It is pizza for sure. That is exactly what it is. It's not bad. You know, it's open late, always a good option. You have the Bell and Barley over here. They had this on Allure as well. We got some big seashells here. More seating around the corner, the Solarium. So it looks like pretty much most of the strip up and down here through the promenade looks to be the same. I can really feel the waves right now. Holy cow, I am like swaying. So I am sorry if the video is wobbly. It is crazy just how much we are rocking right now. So there's Spotlight Karaoke over here, and I think this actually might be new as well. On the right-hand side, we have a little bit of I don't think it's karaoke, but it looks like they have live music on this side. Well, this looks like fun. So yeah, they've got all the screens with all the words. Looks like everybody else can kind of like sing along. You got a stage up there, so if you have stage fright, you might not be loving that. I don't love karaoke. I don't feel like I can sing at all, so I'd rather not embarrass myself, but it is always fun to hang out there and kind of watch everybody else do it. Sometimes some people get up there and they just belt it out. Not me. I think I would hurt some ears. They also have a Royal Caribbean shop here. I don't know if we actually covered this at all last time. I don't know what all they had as far as merchandise. I feel like we couldn't find too much, but it looks like they have quite a bit of Utopia merch in here, which is kind of nice. Some long sleeves, some hats, some zip ups. So it's cool to see that they have like specific things for the actual ship itself. Looks like up there we've got a little kind of like model of it. You have one of those like Starbucks style cups here. I don't think it's Starbucks branded though, from what I'm seeing. Got some backpacks, some long sleeves, $65 for that. So pretty expensive, but seems like it's kind of on par for what you might find at you know, something like a theme park or something like that. Some of these like light mint green kind of colors here. So yeah, a lot of Utopia based things. I actually really like that. It means, you know, it's kind of exclusive to being on the ship. You get kind of rights to buy this stuff. I don't know if you could buy it online. In that case, then I don't know how interesting it really is, but it's cool that it's all kind of branded on here. And yeah, you get a nice little selection, kind of these knockoff Stanleys, it even seems like down here if you want some of those. There's like a little bit of a gift set up there with the Oasis class milestones that they have hit there. So very, very cool. But I do actually like the merch here, just in general. I think it actually looks pretty nice. Keychains, things like that. So definitely pretty nice. I don't know what all the discounts include for being a platinum member. I think it's like either 10, 15, or 20% off merch, which is pretty nice. But at the end of the day, I don't know if I'm gonna end up getting anything. It still is a little expensive overall. We have found Studio B as we are walking around and wobbling. I just watch people just like swaying left and right. It's crazy out here. Either way, we are over here. Let's go watch Utopia. I'll show you the little thing over here so you guys can see all of the information. Utopia is not a typo. It's an ice skating odyssey through an ideal perfection. Fantastic. Yeah, it's also early, so we got to get inside. I thought it says 9:30 in the app. Some good music so far, right?
It is good music so far. It's always nice when you recognize it.
I know, right? as we are walking around, look what they are putting up here in the promenade. No way. Good morning from our second day here on Utopia of the Seas. We are sitting in our little cubby looking out over Central Park right now. It isn't quite the same vibe that you get when you have a balcony overlooking the ocean or anything like that, but that's okay. We can see some sunshine coming through just a little bit. We see people dressed up very nice today. Maybe they're going to some nice brunches or lunches. But either way, let's talk a little bit about what the plans are for the day. Now for today, we do have a few things we are looking to do, and first and foremost, we are here at Nassau. It isn't a great port in my opinion. The shopping gets a little repetitive and kind of like a lot of haggling and things like that, but if you've never been, it's definitely a port that you're going to want to get off, go check it out. You could definitely go over to like Atlantis. There's a few other excursions in the area that I think are fun and worth it, but it's definitely a good day if you want to hang out on the boat with a little bit less crowds. It's definitely a great day to do so. A lot of people tend to stay on the boat for today, so it's not going to be the most cleared out, but it definitely will have, you know, a little less crowd level around just in general. Obviously Coco Cay, a lot of people are getting off the boat. Great island, great port. But also tonight we have the Caribbean dinner, I believe, so I'm really looking forward to that. I loved it on Allure of the Seas. We then have two shows we are watching tonight for sure. We have the Aqua show over at the Aqua Theater, which I think is like 80s themed, maybe. I don't really know all the details to it, but looking forward to it. And then we also have the All In show. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's something that I didn't see on Allure of the Seas. So something new to try, really looking forward to that. And then we'll kind of just hang out today. Now for anybody that hasn't cruised before, especially with Royal, we'll show you a little bit about how it works with breakfast. Again, all the breakfast is gone now. We had it all this morning, but we do have our bananas. I like to just have bananas throughout the day. So we ordered a few extra just to kind of have. Also, they're pretty small, funny enough. But either way, just so you understand how the breakfast menu works, what you actually do is you're gonna come down here, put your stateroom, the number of guests, and then what time you actually want it delivered. I will tell you it tends to be towards the front of that time frame. That's what I've noticed. So if you choose 8:30 to 9, it will actually come closer to 8:30, at least from what I've seen. I don't want to say that I guarantee that, but it is something that I've noticed. And then over here, you mark how many that you want. So if you want an apple juice, you don't just put like an X. If you do that, I think they'll just bring you one, but you would put the actual number. It does say up there, indicate desired quantity for each item. So if you just kind of read it, it tells you exactly what you're doing. And you need to have it out there by 3 a.m. it says, just so that way they can get all of the orders in and ready to go. And then you can go through. There is the premium paid option over here if you guys want some of those. So the scrambled eggs, the omelets, things like that. You do have to pay the service fee, but you can get kind of as much as you want from that side as well, just to note. But either way, everything else that's like in like the white section over here on the left is all included. Those are also your alcoholic drinks if you want a Bloody Mary or a mimosa. So that is kind of how breakfast works. Then you'll hang this on your door before 3 a.m. They'll come around, they'll take these, and then your breakfast is delivered. I know a lot of you guys know, so this is probably just repetitive for most of you guys, but those that don't cruise or don't really know that this is an option, it is something that I feel like is very nice, especially if you just want to eat breakfast in your room. We are finally back on the deck, and like I said, a lot of people are staying on the boat today. It is definitely one of those ports where it's just a good time to hang out by the pool out here. I just don't think Nassau really gets that attention that it once used to, honestly. This is really weird. The last time we were out here, all of this was trees, and like there were some homes, or kind of like, I don't know if they were homes or abandoned, but all the way down there, you can see it looks like it's been completely demolished. So I don't know if they're adding like another port for a cruise to come in, like another kind of location, or if they end up redoing it completely, but the entire strip is gone. That's crazy. But you can see how blue the water is out there. There's Atlantis all the way down there. But wow, I think I'm really shocked about that. Now, if you guys didn't know, this cruise is kind of known as like this crazy weekend party cruise, and up here they typically have the DJ when they are DJing. I don't know what time they're coming out today, but the whole vibe is to hang out by the pool, enjoy your time, and just like live it up for a few days. I'm gonna go over to the other side. It looks like we have a Carnival cruise, and it looks like a Disney cruise, and maybe one more over on the other side. And there it is. We have a Carnival ship right next to us. I don't know which one this is. It looks a little bit shorter, which makes me think it's a little older. But you do have the Disney ship over there, which looks to be pretty much on par with the one we're on right now as far as height goes. So I don't know what they actually are on. I think the Wish was leaving from Port Canaveral yesterday when we were leaving. So maybe that's the Wish. Maybe they're following our path here, but I do see Disney, like I said, Carnival right here, and then there's another one on the other side. I don't know which one that is. It looks a little bit smaller as well, but a little bit bigger than Carnival's. So I think Carnival's is the smallest of these four that are lined up. Now we're gonna go ahead, find a spot up here, and we're gonna just hang out by the pool for a little bit. Again, you can see how busy it is on this ship right now. People are definitely staying on board, like I mentioned. So we're gonna find a spot here just so you guys can get a look at the other side. This is the other side of the pools now. So we have one here, we have the splash pad over there. You can see the line for the slides. Very busy up here right now. I don't think there's very many people that got off the ship here. I was looking over at Carnival and there wasn't a lot of people on there. So I think a lot of people over at Carnival actually got off, at least from what it looks like. And then the Disney ship looks to have a lot of people on theirs still as well. That's crazy. There's like nobody there by the pool. So many open spots. I don't know if there's just like not a lot of people there in general, or if just a lot of them are on the island. This is kind of nice up top here, right underneath the slides. You actually have a few available kind of seating arrangements here. It's a little bit out of the sun, so if you're trying to soak up some rays, maybe not the best spot to do so, but you get a beautiful view from up here. Now that we've got a spot here, again, we've got all of our sunscreen. Something you've got to keep in mind, there's typically a breeze that is always hitting you while you are on the cruise, but just make sure while you are feeling okay, those sun rays will cook you fast. So always make sure you have a little bit of sunscreen on when you are outside. It will save you. You don't want to be miserable and red as a lobster on day one. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sunscreen on myself, and we're just gonna hang out and enjoy these rays. They're jet skiing right next to the boat. I feel like that's close. Here on Utopia, they have a new kind of quick service, quick grab option called the Spare Tire, and it has these kind of taquitos and some kind of like handheld items. You're not going up and ordering, you just go, they kind of refill it, and you just grab it in a bag and kind of just eat it, I guess. And we're gonna try them out for you guys. It's something brand new to the Oasis class ships here. I don't even know if it's on any of the other ones. I don't know if they've added it or not, but I do know for Utopia, this is something that I know for now is brand new. So we'll see at some point if it goes on the other Oasis class ships, but we're gonna try out some of the items here, at least the more popular items, which are these tornadoes here, which look pretty good, smell pretty good, and I'm gonna guess they're gonna be, like I said, a lot like a taquito that you might find at like a 7-Eleven or something. We're gonna try this out. I think this is the pizza one. They're not labeled on here. I thought they would be. There's like a little like checklist on the back. You know, they're not bad for a little quick grab and go. You get a little bit of that pizza flavor. I think it definitely reminds me a lot of those taquitos you might just grab from a 7-Eleven roller, but it's not bad. If you're just looking for like a quick bite, grab and go, I'd recommend. And they've got them, they're hot over there. I feel like every single one was warm, so I can at least appreciate that. But the pizza one, decent flavor. I wonder, I feel like the beef's gonna be a little bit better though.
That tastes a lot like a Totino's pizza roll. I do love a good pizza roll. The consistency of the pepperoni is a little weird to me, but I feel like for this being right next to the pool, it's super easy to just grab like a quick snack while you're relaxing. Especially since you can't bring like towels into the Windjammer, just grab a snack and keep hanging out by the pool. So not bad.
I would have to say, I think I like the pizza one a little bit more, but the beef one's not bad. It kind of tastes a little bit like fake-ish beef to me, but that's what you're expecting when you get those taquito things. So like Nicole said, though, I think this is a great option because, yeah, when you come into the Windjammer, you can't like be wearing a towel. You have to kind of like dress back up a little bit, just put like on your like shirt. You can come in your swim trunks, but like they're just kind of weird about like the whole towel situation. So you can kind of like have it over your shoulder, but it can't be like your cover up, I guess, if that makes sense. So being able to grab this, go sit back at your spot, eat by the pool, I think is actually a huge win. And they're definitely good. I wouldn't give them like a 10 out of 10 or anything. I would say, you know, they're probably a good 7 to 8 out of 10, to be honest. I do think that pizza one is a little bit better over the beef one, but the beef one's still not bad.
It's giving more like bean than beef, in my opinion. Not a bad flavor, but I do prefer the pizza as well.
I kind of like the spot we have, so you can see a lot of the excursions going out down there. So there's a boat. We saw 2 more boats come by. I seen a jet ski. Again, still super weird that they just went ahead and like took out everything over there. Oh, there is another jet ski all the way out there on the other side of the island, if you can kind of see it. But it's cool. You know, I like this view. Again, you can see Atlantis. And Atlantis, though it looks close, it is not very close. I think it is still about a 20 or 30 minute boat ride over there. Maybe a taxi. Taxi might be a little bit shorter, but I think you can take a boat ride. Way out in the distance, there's actually a boat that's going all the way out there. Now, either way, we have one more item we want to try for you guys here, and it is the raspberry cheesecake mini chimneys. So this is gonna be interesting, but it's El Monterey, isn't this? It's like a brand,
right?
Is it? I feel like I've seen this in like Publix before.
Maybe. So it is like a puff pastry, like a raspberry cheesecake filling with some like sugar, but it's warm, and I'm a little nervous about it being warm because I don't like love the warm fruits, but we'll see. So it's not bad. I personally don't love it. Super artificial, like tasting in the raspberry, and then the cheesecake's a little lackluster in flavor. So I don't know if you're gonna love this one.
No, I am gonna try this. I don't love cheesecake. I thought you would like it a little bit more, but that's too bad. It smells like fried, like it smells very fried. And I mean, the other two are fried. I mean, it's like a fried taquito roll. So I mean, you're expecting that, but super fake. Yeah, that tastes like a very, very fake filling. I don't really like this. I don't know if I would recommend this one. Both taquitos I think are great, just grab and go options. The beef one is still good. The pizza one is still good. I don't know if there's more, because if you look at the back here, you can see that there's a bunch of different flavors. If it wants to focus, maybe it doesn't. Okay, well, it's not gonna focus. But there's a bunch of different flavors here. You have breakfast ones, there's 4 of them. There's all day ones, there's 4 of them. The cheese and pepperoni, cheesy pepper jack, the beef steak and cheese, Western style chicken, and then a bunch of different like egg ones for breakfast. So I wonder if there's egg ones in the mornings. I mean, it's, I don't know, 1 or 2 right now, so I didn't really know that there was gonna be different options. But either way, I don't know if I would recommend this one here, but definitely the other two I think are good options. And I'm gonna assume the breakfast ones are probably pretty good too. Now another option you do have for food is El Loco Fresh. This was a smaller area on the Allure, definitely a bigger area over here. Feels like you've got a lot more customization here. We did talk about it a little bit from day one, but you can come in and kind of either make your own tacos, burritos, whatever it might be, and it's kind of cool. So I like that, but they also have pre-made ones, and I'll show you as we kind of go down the line here. You can kind of see what they've got. Something else that I really like about El Loco Fresh is the kind of theming. So even the plates here have that kind of like fun Mexican vibe. You can see over there, it's the Cantina Fresca for their bar. It's just well themed, and I really like that. Like I said, over on Allure, it was kind of small. You couldn't really get the theme too much, and they kind of worked with the space that they have. Definitely made it a lot bigger here. It was way busier earlier around that lunch like crowd rush. Now it's a little bit tamed down, so we got in pretty quick. Now, one unfortunate part is Nicole is not really liking it. I'm not very hungry. I ate quite a bit of those taquitos there, those tornadoes, but you can see kind of in here the cheese isn't even really melted. It still looks like it's like shredded, so I wish they would have melted a little bit more. She said the flavor on the rice isn't great, but she doesn't really like those quesadillas and the pork. I don't know. Why don't you just give us your review? It might be a little better.
Definitely don't mean to like be so picky as I'm being today, but the cheese kind of had like a weird flavor, and it's really, really, really thick. So I'm just not really loving this today, which is a shame because I remember I liked the quesadillas on the Allure ship. So it could just be like a bad batch today, or maybe I'm just like not totally in like the food mood, but I'm just not loving anything we've had today, unfortunately.
Yeah, I will say nothing has tasted super good. I will say the tornadoes, though, overall were pretty good, and probably the best thing we've had today. The breakfast was all right, and the best thing I had for breakfast was the Frosted Flakes and milk, which that's Frosted Flakes. It's not really theirs here for Royal. And this tornadoes, like I said, were pretty good. At least the pizza one, I would have given maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. The beef one, probably like a 7 out of 10. Everything else has been a little lackluster today. Could just be kind of a weird day of cooking or whatever it might be. We're getting in just right after the lunch crowd because it was quite busy. So I don't really know what's going on, but hopefully dinner is a little bit better. Maybe we try something else before then. But as of now, yeah, we're kind of striking out with some of the food as of the second day here on Utopia. What animal did we get today? It looks like, is it like a pig?
That's what I kind of thought it was, maybe.
I don't really know.
That was like a snout,
look at this.
right?
Here's our Coco Cay itinerary for tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing the private beach again, but it looks like there's quite a bit of fun stuff. All right, now that we are all finished up with our pool time, we are over here at the Schooner Bar, and we're gonna do some trivia right now. So it just says trivia at 5. I have no idea what it is, but we're gonna figure it out. Are you ready to start?
Question number 1.
Here we go. Question 1.
In 1903, who in 1903 was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize?
Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize in 1903? Oh, we're cooked. Do you guys know when the Berlin Wall was taken down? I think so, 1942. I don't know. I have zero clue. I'm just throwing a dart at that point. And then it was, what is the periodic symbol like AU? Gold. So we know that one. I don't think we're going to do very well on this one. We struggled pretty hard. We are almost done. I think we've gotten maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5. Nicole's done well. Not me.
That's a good guess, I think.
But I will say, do you guys think an insect is an animal? We looked it up. It technically is, but like, I wouldn't classify.
6.
Right? Oh, 6 color M&Ms?
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Thanks.
Right here.
I know the candy question.
Of course. But yeah, do you guys consider an insect an animal?
would.
Because it says online that it is, but I don't know if I would say it is. Like, it's an insect. I don't know. Or did I say an insect an animal? Yeah, but I mean a mosquito. But is a mosquito, I think I'm asking is an insect an animal. You guys know what I'm saying. Is a mosquito an animal because it's an insect? What was the question?
I literally wrote cubism. I go, that's not real, and I crossed it out.
What was the question?
What type of art movement did Picasso help found?
Oh, no.
I think it's because I wrote
You
it.
take it, right? Take it.
Look.
You scratched it out.
Cubism. I go, that's not real, and I scratched it out because I'm so dumb.
Alright, somebody said they got 16 and that's the highest, so at least that's more believable. Nobody lied. There's no way everyone got 20 on that one. Now that we are all finished up with trivia, which is actually just right inside that door, the schooner bar is right off to the left there, we found out that the carousel is free. So if you guys are interested, you guys are more than welcome to come ride the carousel. Nicole is on there right now. It's a pretty small one to be fair, but it is included. Seems like there are a lot of adults on here today enjoying the free carousel. But either way, there you go. You guys can check that out. We also will be checking out Playmakers. I think tomorrow we'll be coming over here to Playmakers, so make sure to subscribe to the channel so you guys can see everything else that we don't cover through the rest of today. We are also going over to Coco Cay, enjoying a perfect day at Coco Cay over there. Did you love it?
Candles. I love this so much. It gave Magic Kingdom vibes.
Now, considering this is kind of a party-style cruise, wouldn't it make sense to go to a party?
That would make the most sense on this party style cruise.
It would. So right here we have the Family Shush Resolution Party that just started a few minutes ago. Nicole thinks that this is a silent disco style, so we're gonna go in and check it out. I didn't think so, but I guess considering it says shush, probably makes sense. And I don't hear anything going on, but it is here in Studio B, so it might be a silent disco in here. Oh yeah, this is definitely a silent disco style. Let's go get our headphones, Nick. So this is actually the ice skating rink, but they put something on top, I believe, so now we can actually stand on it. You can feel it. It's a little chillier in here right now. Do you hear the chicken dance? This one's no good. I gotta switch down. Okay.
I'm on fire. Fireball.
Oh, there it is. No one's dancing. Where's all the dancing? What else do I got? I got the chicken dance is still going on. I have the chicken dance still.
What?
I can still get the chicken dance.
I
got, I think Maroon 5.
What do you think?
This is probably real weird for you guys. You're just like, what am I watching?
What color?
Well, I'm on blue. Call me maybe.
Blue? What color?
Yeah, blue. Yeah. So call me maybe. Nope. We're picking up the crowd.
Do you remember it?
I don't think she knows the chicken dance.
Really?
Put on Rebecca Black again. Here we go. Friday. Is it Rebecca Black? I don't know.
What am I missing?
It's Taylor Swift.
What?
It's Taylor Swift on blue.
Young man.
I don't know.
I don't know the words anymore.
She doesn't realize how loud she is, but nobody does. It's the best part about a silent disco over here. It's fun. So there are 3 channels, so you could see you either get red, green, or blue, and depending, you could see what everybody's listening to. It is a lot of fun. This is a family one, so I think it's kind of family-friendly songs. Lots of kids in here for this one. I don't think there's too many, but you could hear people yelling and singing. It's funny. All right, now that we are all wrapped up with our party, we're gonna head over to dinner. Now, like I was just saying, this is kind of a party cruise, so we went ahead, did a little party there, but I do want to talk about that very briefly. We'll have a full video on our thoughts on the cruise afterward, but just to kind of talk about it just a little bit. And I just want to kind of point out very briefly, so this is definitely advertised more as kind of this weekend party style vibe. So the music around the boat, kind of the entertainment, things like that, it all kind of pertains to being more party-esque versus kind of more like Caribbean-esque, if you would kind of imagine typical cruises. So again, we'll talk a little bit about it, but it is definitely more of a party environment through and through all over the boat. And there are these parties that kind of pop up all over the place, different places like that. I think there's a toga party tomorrow, but yeah, lots of parties. You'll see it inside of the app, which I don't feel like they have those same things kind of as consistently on their other ships. Now, like I said, we are heading over to dinner, and tonight is a taste of the Caribbean dinner. So the chef's recommendations are that crispy coconut jumbo shrimp, and then for your entree, a jerk seasoned pork chop, and for dessert, the pineapple sunshine cake. And there are kind of your options throughout. Again, like I was mentioning, anything that has this little symbol there are things that are served every single night. So we tend to try and avoid those just because we want to try new things. So again, we'll see what we end up going with, but it definitely looks very, very similar to what we were having on Allure. So I don't know how much they changed things up. There's a few things I'm looking at that might be slightly different, but an overall consensus is it does feel pretty similar between all of their ships, or at least the ship classes. So like the Oasis class ships, I'm assuming all use kind of the similar menu. And I would assume all of them are kind of honestly the same between all of their ship classes too, just because they probably want to keep all the same items circled throughout. Now we are heading over to our seat. Again, we are off to the right. It is 928, kind of around this bend here. And we are here just a few minutes early. And here we go, 927, 928. Now the theme for tonight was white. I didn't have an all white shirt, so mostly white with a little bit of blue on there. So trying to hold the theme. And I think my pants are like a white or kind of a beige, so trying my best. It is for the Mediterranean kind of Caribbean style here, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Nicole is a little off on her. She's got white and she's got the white headband, but she is a base blue here tonight. I don't think you have a white dress today, do you? I don't think you brought
I
one.
have 2 white dresses at home. I didn't bring either of them.
Yeah, and it's hard because we've talked about it. We don't always know what the themes are. We looked the night before, but I think you start to get it a little bit in advance. We just didn't look, but I think you can see like what the themes are for each dinner, and now we know. But either way, the bread looks to be the same for tonight. I went with the water because I didn't love the tea yesterday. Looks like Nicole has a Diet Coke there. And yeah, we'll let you know what we end up ordering here. If I'm not mistaken, this was my favorite night last time when we did Allure, so we'll have to see if we get the same thing or not. Now Nicole and I both got tacos, so we have nothing different here as far as what we'll obviously share with you guys, but I think I got these last time, but they do look a little different. I'm getting a very strong onion scent with these, so hopefully it's not too oniony and our breath isn't reeking of onion for the rest of the night.
There's something crunchy on top. It's like a little too crunchy for me, but great flavor. We loved them last time, but they taste a little bit different. Just more like a sweet and sour type sauce this time.
So I tried mine, and I think they're like bao tacos of sorts. So you get like that bao consistency. It's a lot more oriental tasting than the last ones that we got. Very strong on kind of that oriental, like sweet and sour sauce. And there is like some weird crunchies up there. I thought I like chipped a tooth or something because like I crunched into it. It's very loud. I would say overall the flavor is not bad. It's not as good as the last ones that we got though, for sure. The ones we had the last time were like super, super good. These are good. Not my favorite. I think they're just a little too sweet with that sweet and sour sauce style that they're using on here. Again, not bad, but not my favorite. And like I said, definitely preferred the last ones. So this is funny. Nicole wanted to see if the menu was the same, and I'm looking at my old video. So this was from our Allure video. This was the day that we went to Hideaway Beach. So they did switch up what days you do the menus. But yeah, if you look, everything is exactly the same from this sailing to our current sailing. So they do use everything the exact same. And even these bao tacos are the same, but they taste different. And I don't know what it is. I don't remember having that much sweet and sour last time, so I don't know if we're just noticing it more now, or maybe because I hadn't cruised in a while, it was Nicole's first time cruising. Maybe we didn't like realize, but they definitely don't seem as good as the first time through. Here is my chicken dish, and then Nicole did the pesto and actually got a side chicken breast to kind of add in there. She likes pesto, so I think it's kind of a good option, and instead of kind of ordering two complete things. Oh, well, that was nice. They ended up cutting it up, but yeah, we just ended up getting a side chicken breast so she could put it in her pastas, so that should be pretty good. I've been loving these Indian dishes, and another one tonight. I'm gonna definitely pig out on this. Looks great. Yesterday, I think it's gonna be hard to beat though. That curry was fantastic. I don't remember getting that the first time though, so we'll have to see how this compares, but I'm gonna say yesterday's is probably gonna be my favorite dish that I've had on both of our Oasis class ships. All right, so we have eaten quite a bit here, and I just wanna give a little bit of a review. So my chicken dish was good, not as good as yesterday's. That curry yesterday was so good. That was like a 10 out of 10. This is still very good. I'd give it like an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. Still very, very delicious. Loved it. Kind of comes with everything the same. Like it came with this pita, the same thing. It came with the same bread. Like all pretty much exactly the same, except the chicken and the curry style that it was cooked in is different. Even like the rice and everything was pretty much the same. When it comes to Nicole's dish, I'll let you listen to what she has to say about it. I don't think she loved it, but let's see.
I did the pesto dish, and they let me add a piece of chicken on top, which thank God, because a dinner is not dinner without protein. But unfortunately, like, to me, it was really, really bland and tasteless. And I do like pesto, and I just didn't really feel like what I was eating had any flavor. And the chicken was like super dry. And sometimes dry chicken just like upsets my stomach, so I kind of stopped eating. But I just really haven't loved anything today that we've eaten, which has been a bummer because there's so many things to try here. So I don't know if I'm just like feeling a little bit off, or if just like the kitchen's a little bit off. But I didn't love dinner either.
And I will have to admit, I did try the pesto. I felt like it was pretty flavorless, to be honest. I almost feel like the smell was stronger than the taste, and it was very earthy. And I know pesto is kind of earthy, but like that was almost the only flavor that I got from it. So again, another great dish was this Indian dish. So 2 nights in a row with the Indian options, I think were really good. The pesto, yeah, kind of flavorless. I didn't try the chicken, but I'll take her word for it. Now we did get a suite of desserts here. You see what I did there. So we have the carrot cake, blueberry cobbler, pineapple. It's just a pineapple cake.
A sunshine cake.
Sunshine cake, not an upside down cake. And then what is that one? Just a chocolate
That's
cake?
the royal chocolate cake, yeah.
So they have that every
Cake.
night. Yeah.
Not every night though, but it's like one of their favorites.
Okay, I thought I saw the little symbol next to
Yeah,
it.
the symbol is just like royal fan favorite.
Okay, I thought it meant every night. Either way, Nicole also got a coffee, so we're gonna try these out. We'll let you guys know what we think. But some fun little desserts here. 3 cake options. All right, trying a little bit of everything. I've never tried a blueberry cobbler, and I thought, you know what, let's try it. And we tried that warm dessert earlier. I just don't think I like warm desserts, especially warm fruit-flavored desserts. The top is okay. It's just not my favorite. The carrot cake was actually pretty good, but the consistency is a little weird. Very spongy cake, but I like the flavor. Probably almost the most out of all of this. The pineapple cake over there had some pretty good flavor, but it wasn't super potent with pineapple. Nicole mentioned she thought it was a little bit more coconutty. I'd kind of agreed there. Consistency-wise, it was pretty good though, but a little bit more pineapple would have been nice there. And then the chocolate cake, a little rich, but it was good.
We have 6 executive sous chefs and 1 executive chef. On an average, the team of chefs cook and prepare 32,000 to 35,000 meals every single day. So let's hear it for your chefs, please.
Let's go. Look at this. We have a piano guy in the elevator.
We're going to 18.
That's-
Should we try?
Oh my gosh, we should try. I feel like there's no way. What are the odds? There he goes. There's not 19th floor, I don't think, but wow, that's cool. Here we go through the elevator. I gotta tell you something about these things real quick, now that we are getting off here. So it's kind of cool. We went to the elevators day 1 and you like picked whatever floor you're going to. And in this situation, it was really nice. Also, I can feel the boat swaying again, so I'm kind of going all over the place again. Hopefully I can walk straight here. Wow, it is moving again. But anyway, so it's nice and convenient when you are kind of the only people there or the only person going, because the elevator goes directly to you. You go right over where you need to go. You don't need to press any buttons when you get in. Takes you right up. Totally good. As I'm walking to my room, I need to show you guys something. Now if you know, you know. Maybe another. How about one more here? Life is better upside down. Oh, and also, if it isn't super apparent. So, as I was saying about the elevators, and then I'll talk a little bit about that in just a second. They're nice and convenient when you are the only one in there. But if you are waiting for people, definitely takes a little bit longer. Let me put my drink down here. Now, as I was saying, for the elevators, I am actually back in the room right now. I need to grab my hoodie. It gets kind of cold in these theaters, but it's nice if you're the only one, like I was mentioning. But once you have a group of people, it can take a very long time. So it actually feels a little bit worse than just jumping in the first elevator and kind of going up to the floor that you need. I do find it to be either really good because you're just like doing it a lot faster, or it's way slower. So it's either like one end versus the other. Now, like I said, I need to grab my hoodie here. Got it. Tampa Bay hoodie, as always. But again, you guys may have seen those signs, and that's kind of the vibe of the cruise, partially. Not totally. I mean, it's not like it's everywhere, but definitely more crazy, if you will. I have seen probably 8 to 10 of the upside down pineapples. If you don't totally understand, and I showed you pretty blatantly what some of them were based on those signs, feel free to look it up. We won't talk about it. It's totally fine, but just letting you know that is something I'm seeing a lot of on this cruise. Kind of interesting to display it like it is there. So, you know, it is what it is, but it's just something to kind of keep in mind. There are definitely different vibes depending, number one, on cruise lines, but number two, on the actual ships that you do choose. And again, I am the last person to judge anybody. I don't care at all. I just think it's very interesting to have it displayed, because also, like, right next to it on the other side, it's like kids signs about like, oh, you know, first cruise ever or whatever. And it's like a little interesting, right? So just something, I guess, to keep in mind. And just so you can understand, so I'm walking back. Here we go. So this is one little upside down pineapple. We're gonna keep walking. Another one right here, full of it there. So that's 2. Then as we come down, we have 3, 4. I'm assuming it's a full group, right? I feel like there's no surprise there. But like I said, the next room over, a little happy birthday. It looks like a kid's room here. You know, candles, a little duck there, and you know, whatnot. And again, there's more decorations throughout. It's just kind of funny. Like I said, another one, 2 more rooms down. Now anyway, we are heading back to the other side of the ship. We are heading down to the Royal Theater to go watch the All In show.
Excuses now, I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Time is running out. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's all about. No, we meant to die, but I'm gonna take you all the way. Baby, can't take you all the way. I want you to touch, I want you to feel. I want you to touch, I want you to feel. No, if you really need that freedom, come on, I tell so. Tell me so, baby. Please don't stop the music. It's getting late. I'm making my way over to my favorite place. Until I feel your touch, I said, I'm drowning in the night. Everybody gather around now, everybody feel the heat. Don't you worry if you can't feel the beat. Oh yeah, don't you feel that rhythm of your feet? That's how we do it, do it, do it. I don't care tonight, she don't care tonight, come on. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Wanna fight more. The Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back.
know we just finished All In, but now we're making it to the back of the boat for the Aqua show, which is in just 10 minutes, a little back to back. When you only have 3 nights, it's very hard to get everything done. You really have to schedule it pretty heavily every night. Also, Nicole just found a duck that is kind of a keeper hide. We just found it here. So I'm guessing we'll probably end up hiding it again. I don't really have any need for it. We don't really collect them or anything, but we did find it. So I know that's a big thing on cruises for people to like hide ducks around. So we did end up finding one before our cruise was over. Let's see, maybe we hide it in Zoltar over here somewhere. Let's do it. Should we do it up top? Right in the corner, maybe? Oh no. I don't know if anyone can see it. Hold on. There we go. Duck's there. We'll see if anybody takes it when we're done with the show. Here we go. Our next show, Aqua 82.
I'm just saying, that's what kind of guy I am. Come here. Turn the time for this off. We can put the destination sign on this keypad. Say if you want to see night and day.
Oh, we're gonna have some killer classics right now. We are back on the island. Baby love CocoCay. Looks like there's a tram right here. We might actually be able to catch this one. Well, we got a little scammed there. We all set in, and then the guy comes over and says it is for a bridal party. So we're just gonna make the walk, I guess, at this point. Nice little breeze. Also, there is another ship next to us here. I'll see which one it is. We'll go and look once we are out there. Oh, I think I see it. Independence of the Seas. Now, in order to get over here to Hideaway Beach, you actually have to come off to the right here. As soon as you get down that main strip, you'll see the big kind of reference point of the water park, and you come right to the right over here, and there are little trams that will take you over there. Now, something we are looking for is lockers. Last time we went to Hideaway Beach, they did not have any lockers. It is something I am hoping that they have here. But we'll look at the little map here for you guys so you guys can see what kind of layout looks like over here at CocoCay. So you kind of come down this strip here, and like I said, you're gonna come off to the right, you're gonna go to the little tram station, and they'll take you down all the way over to Hideaway Beach. Definitely secluded, but there's a lot to explore here. If you guys are not interested in doing something like Hideaway, you obviously have your water park here in the middle. You've got some beaches off on the west side. Even up north, you have some stuff going on. So it's a nice little island full of fun activities. But again, today, what we think is the best option is Hideaway Beach, especially for adults. All right, we're gonna go ahead and load up on the tram here and get heading over. This is definitely interesting. So this is kind of the end of Hideaway Beach right here. We used to actually take this path right here, and you would go down and kind of end up more in the center of Hideaway. But it looks like now we're kind of entering through all the way on this side. So right away, again, we didn't really explore too much of this side, but it looks like they have a pool here, a little shaded area with a bar right here. We're gonna kind of keep walking in to the actual beach itself. And let's see, here it is, our private beach for, again, adults only here, which is pretty nice. So again, you have the entire inside area. We'll show you guys everything. We have that whole inside area to yourself that leads out to the ocean here. Lots of seating along the edge here. You have the cabanas on the far side. This is where you'll be able to pick up lunch right here, 11 to 3. Obviously, it is much earlier than that right now, but you can see some of the options. You have some burgers, some hot dogs, things like that. You have some desserts, some things from the garden, like salads, some sides. What's very cool about Hideaway as well is because this is your private beach, everything here is all private as well. So all of the dining, nobody can come back here and have the dining options that you have. So this is all exclusive to you. If you guys are interested as well, they do have the ice cream machine, as well as juices, water, ice, things like that. You have bars galore here. We already have one here. There was one as soon as you walk in. There's a massive one over at the pool. Again, we're gonna explore everything for you guys, but I'm just kind of pointing out the first things that you see as you walk in. Here is the pool. Now, I like the pool, and I think Nicole does too, more than the actual beach itself. One big reason is, again, you just get those pool vibes. It's nice and like warm. It's like the perfect temperature. You have a swim up bar over there. Again, we're gonna be showing you all of that, but we do like the pool a little bit more than the beach itself. Nothing to do with the beach. Again, we just love how big the pool is and how fun and open it gets. Now you have this interior bar as well. This is kind of the upstairs to the layered bar system that they have here. So if you want to sit under some shade, this is a great place to do so. And you can see it wraps around. You also have a lot of seating in here, comfortable seating as well. Really like that. Again, beautiful views of the ocean here. What is also great is you have towel stations here in the Hideaway Beach area, so you guys can go ahead and pick up your towels here if you didn't grab them on the boat, or you can just go ahead and exchange them right away. You have restrooms right here around the corner, and we found out they do have lockers over here. That was our biggest gripe last time. So if you come right over here, we have the restrooms right here. There's this little pathway, and right back here, we have lockers. Now sometimes these can be a little confusing. If you read the directions, it does do a pretty good job explaining it, but just so you understand, the way it works is you would turn your knob to unlocked up here, and it is basically up here on top. You have unlock and lock to the left. Then you're gonna press C, That's basically gonna clear your code, enter the code with repeated numbers. So the thing is that I've noticed is you can't like do repeated numbers. So let's say we wanna do like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't repress 2. Like if I'm pressing 2 all these times, it doesn't matter. So then we'll put it into lock, press C to basically clear everything, and now we are locked up. And then you're going to enter your code and then turn the knob. Well, look, so if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, it's gonna unlock. So we can pull it open. So even though I press 2 a bunch of times, it doesn't really work like that. I think you can use any amount of numbers and any combination, but just so you guys are aware, so you can clear it. And I'll show you one other thing with this. So let's say we choose, let's do 1, 6, 9, 5, lock, let's see, lock it up, C. Here's the thing, as long as you have the numbers, it will unlock. So we could do 5, 9, 1, 6. That is not the order that we did it in, but look, it's going to unlock. So just so you guys are aware, you're choosing just a number of numbers, you know, however many you want to put in, and that's how it is going to work. So as long as you remember the, like, you know, 4, 5, 6, however many numbers you want to use. I think you could use as little as like 2 maybe even, but obviously the more the better, I would assume, but probably don't use all of them, because then I think people could figure it out, because they would just press all the buttons and then it would unlock. There is no like set combination. Just want to clarify that can be a little confusing. We've had people ask about them. That is how you use the lockers here. You also have some life jackets if you guys are looking to wear some of those out in the water. They've got a nice rack of them here. Again, a few more bars around the area. I feel like you are never within less than about, I don't know, 100 feet from a bar, it feels like, around here. Definitely plenty of seating as well, and shaded seating. As you can see, there are a million umbrellas out here over your chairs if you guys want them out by your chairs, over the tables while you're eating. Lots of shaded area, which I think is a huge plus to make sure that if you want to be out of the sun, you can be, but if you want to soak up the rays, that's also an option too. We also have hand washing stations on the outside near the food, and they have just opened up the food, so that is always nice. It has been a little while now, but again, hand washing stations, soap, and then your paper towels here as well. They also have garbages all over, so if you have any trash, doesn't seem to build up anywhere. Last time we were here, same thing, very, very clean. Bathrooms are amazing here. I know the bathrooms on the island itself can be a little old and a little run down. The ones here are new and in great shape. And as you can see, we just started lunch hour and it is pretty open right now. It never really feels very backed up. Even any time between 11 to 3, I never really see much of a line because, again, it is private, it is limited access, so it's always kind of nice to have some grab and go. Again, kind of a decent amount of options up there. As you can see, I think it's kind of similar to what else you're getting around the entire island, but something that people like to point out are the funnel cakes. A lot of people like the funnel cakes. I liked the brownie last time. The cookies were pretty good, but they have some really good options here. Again, more garbages along the way here. We have some little showers. These are all over the place as well to go ahead and rinse off from the beach itself. Here are the bathrooms, nice and large, lots of mirrors if you guys want to clean yourselves up. This is where we kind of walked in the first place with the bar. I'm going to show you that right now. Now over here you have some kind of table game things like this that you can play. Again, the other side had pool. This is, I don't remember the name of it, but you kind of like slide the pucks across and they go. They have live music over here that they are setting up for. Again, a nice little bar here called On the Rocks. But if you guys want to get some live music and get some nice beach views, take a look at this. I mean, what a view. You get to hang out here in some comfortable seats, listen to some music, and just observe the scenery here. Really like this, and off to your right you can even see Utopia in the background there. For you sports fanatics out there, they also do have TVs available for you if you want to watch the games while you guys are out here enjoying a nice drink here at the bar as well. So again, this is On the Rocks. This is all the way on the end. And then the other end would be all the way on the other side, which is the cabanas. Now, if you are looking for designated smoking areas, they do have them around the private beach. They don't tend to be on the inside. They will be on the outside, kind of with like 2 or 3 chairs or benches next to them with like a little smoking symbol. And they'll be, like I said, towards the outside, kind of all along the walk path here that I'm walking on. I don't really see any on the inside if you guys are looking for that. Also, a nice benefit is all of the fun amenities here are all included. So Nicole is utilizing one of the many hammocks here that you can find around the property. There are some over there as well. I'll kind of go show you. So as you can see right in front of me here, we've got one right here. We've got a few over there. They're just kind of scattered all throughout. So if you guys are interested in using hammocks, definitely come pick them up. I don't see too many people utilizing them, but I will point out one thing that does tend to get picked up very fast. Just so you guys are aware, there are stairs to get from the pool down to the beach and vice versa. So here is the pool area. You will actually take a number of stairs. Just so you guys are aware, I know some of you guys might be using wheelchairs or scooters, anything like that. So I think there might be a ramp kind of down on the ends or kind of like access elsewhere. But if you guys are coming straight from the pool, there is definitely some stairs that you got to keep in mind. But if you go out towards the edge, you can just kind of ride right in. Now these lounge chairs here are always taken pretty much the entire day. Towards the end of the night, they will open up, but you can see lots of clothes and towels on them. People love these little lounge chairs that sit just under the water. So just so you guys are aware, if you want to get these, make sure to get here nice and early. Same thing with all of the chairs right here by the pool. These are the first to go. People like to take these immediately. They don't start with the beach as often. They typically start with the pool chairs. So just keep that in mind. Get here nice and early if you want any of these seats. Now these are some of your cabana rentals that you can actually get, which is kind of your little private cabana here. You get this little mini beach out front, but they actually have a few levels of them, and I'm going to show you something that is really crazy. They're a little bit more expensive, but it's very, very cool. Also, here is the other side of the pool. Again, massive, massive pool. You kind of have these like bed things that you can come lay on with some shade here. It's in some really shallow water, and then you can kind of step right in. A really nice opportunity if that's something you guys are looking for. Now again, the other side of the pool does have these stairs again. I just kind of want to keep that in mind. I know not everybody can utilize stairs, so just keeping that in mind. You can still get down to the beach. It's just the immediate access near the pool does have stairs. Here's just a small little kind of like beer cart here with a few different drinks if you guys are interested in that as well. Not a full-blown bar. Something kind of fun on the other side of the pool there, we have more seating, but take a look at the menu here. We have a different restaurant. Now over here we have a new menu. So we have a classic cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza, we have barbecue chicken, seafood, so a few different pizza options, which is always kind of fun. And then we have some empanadas, chicken and beef. We did try this last time as well. They have an apple empanada, which we didn't have last time, and they didn't actually offer. So they do have now a sweet treat option if you guys are over on this side of the beach. Something else to keep in mind is we do have the bar right next to it, so you're always within reach of food and beverages here on this private beach. And I tell you that a lot, but I'm just letting you know it is all over the place. One other thing to keep in mind is your passes work here, so no matter what level of drink package you have, it does carry over to the island. So that's always a nice plus if you guys are looking to get some alcoholic drinks. It is included here if you have that drink package that includes alcohol. Same thing with your refreshments and your basic drink package. It is all included in the same level tiers that you had on the ship as you do here on the island. Now something that is super cool are these cabanas here. Now these are a little bit more expensive, but you get your private little pool in front that has like the infinity edge there, and you get to look out over the ocean onto the beach. Now something to keep in mind is the pool is totally connected to all of the other cabanas here, but you still have kind of like the spot in front of you that is completely open. But there are only a few of them, so if you guys are looking to book these, you gotta book them early because they do sell out. And again, there are not many of them, so you will be battling with others that are looking to do so. And obviously booking early gets you a nice little discount, but you can see again, very cool layout as it kind of swings all the way around. Definitely recommend checking these out if you guys are looking for something that's a little bit more pricey, but more on the top end of things that you could do here at this private beach. Now we need to stop yapping and get into the water and start to soak up these rays. Also, it does look like might be some potential storms out there. Hopefully not. Like I said, I was seeing a little bit of overcast today, but I think we'll be okay. Let's go get in the water and enjoy Hideaway Beach. Well, after a few hours of being in the sun, getting a nice little nap and such, let's go ahead and grab lunch here. We have about an hour left till this is closed. I think it is only open till 3. It's about 2 right now. I went ahead and did the cheeseburger with the brownie. It looks like Nicole has a salad with the shrimp. You can also pick up the fruits right here around the corner. And obviously the juices and beverages are right here on a little standalone. Wow, it has cleared out. Look at all that. Definitely getting pretty empty right now. To be fair, there's only about an hour, hour and a half left till we need to be back aboard though. Just so you guys know, when you are leaving Hideaway Beach, you're actually going to take the tram over here as well. I think you could take it on both sides. But right behind me here, we're gonna go ahead, load up on this tram, and head back over to the ship so you can use it to get back and forth. All right, another day down at CocoCay. How did you like it, Nick?
I still love CocoCay. I feel like I never want to come here without going to Hideaway Beach. I love it so much.
It is. It's so good. I really do like Hideaway. It's just, I don't know. There's something about Hideaway Beach on CocoCay. It all comes together. All right, it is time to return to our room, get changed up, and continue on with our night. It is our final day on board Utopia of the Seas. Today we are coming over to CocoCay, but first and foremost, we gotta go get some breakfast over at the Windjammer. You can see not a lot of people out here today. Yesterday, there's kind of a lot of people existing out in Central Park, but it looks like we have a little bit of overcast. We'll see more once we get outside. Let's start with a little bit of breakfast. You know, really quickly, just because I haven't talked about it yet, sleeping on their bed, it's decently comfortable. The pillows I actually like quite a bit, like firm enough, but also a little bit of give to them. So, you know, I can't really complain about that. And then the bed itself feels pretty okay. I want to point out though, it is a double like twin bed because like right in the middle, you can kind of like feel that there's like 2 beds pushed together. So you don't get like a legit king or whatever. It is 2 like single beds. So I guess maybe if your partner moves a lot, you might not care that much because then your bed shouldn't be moving as much as theirs, I guess. But either way, you know, I don't mind the beds. They're actually pretty comfortable. Even in the mornings, we're taking the stairs. Make sure to burn some calories while you guys are on board because you're going to be eating and drinking a lot more than you normally would. Completely different vibe from yesterday. This pool isn't even open right now. Nobody's at the other pool over there. Everybody is going to CocoCay today, but there is the overcast we were looking at. Hopefully the storms hold off for us here because it does look like they might be out there. You know, it's kind of interesting. I think right there is the Hideaway Beach, and that is where we are going today. I recall that like little cove. So I wonder if that is where we are headed. I'm almost positive that is it. Also, the towel system is very easy with Royal. So once you rent a towel, it goes onto your like room key or kind of like your room, and then you can just keep exchanging them. So you can always just have fresh, dry towels anytime that you guys need them, which I think is always a nice little perk. So that way you're not like having to rent towels every single day. It's just you rent however many number and then you just swap them in and out. Here we go. Ready for some Windjammer?
What was that?
You ready for some Windjammer?
I am ready for some
Oh,
Windjammer.
is this a dancer?
She's cool.
Yeah. All right, let's head in. This is the first time we are doing breakfast here at Windjammer on this cruise. We've just been doing the room service, so it'll be kind of fun and nice to do it this way. But look at these. Those are crazy. Massive pancakes and all the goodies on top. Here's a make your own omelet station over here. Looks like they have all the fixins here. So we have some bacon, a little bit of kind of like some veggies over there, maybe some lettuce, tomato, ham if you want some ham. We have some fried eggs. Looks like this is like the egg booth. Oh yeah, eggs and more. That would make sense. So you've got eggs Benedict. Let's see, hollandaise sauce. Eggs Benedict with spinach, with pork, cheese omelet, and a plain omelet. Ooh, let's get some bacon. Oh, look at these. You have chocolate pancakes and plain pancakes. They were around the corner too. These ones look a little smaller. Over here, it looks like they have some grits, hot milk, oatmeal, so a little oatmeal bar here. More waffles, but I think those are just classic. We have Belgian over here, and then they have French toast as well. Some cinnamon danishes, kind of just a few danishes, some croissants, muffins, donuts here. Here is the scrambled eggs. Oh, we have announcements coming. Oh, we got some hash browns, crispy bacon, by the way. I don't think the other one was crispy. I think this one is a little overcooked if you want it. Chicken sausage. If you want, just like regular eggs, you can get them too. And then looks like we have like ham and cheese and a few things over here. Obviously, all your fruits as well and some milk if you guys want some of that. Cereal right here. Oh, they get you real early with the cruise anthem. Now we did go with some waffles and syrup, and then this plate over here we have some eggs, bacon, two different kind of like muffins. They look very like treat style muffins, so we'll see. We wanted to try the other donut and some hash browns, and now Nicole's also picking up some fruit. Also, I love chocolate milk, so I had to pick up a little chocolate milk for myself. All right, we have been trying a little bit of everything to let you guys know. These were very dry. The biscuits very, very dry. The gravy that goes with the biscuits tastes like almost like onion soup. Very, very soupy. But everything here has been kind of mediocre this morning. These were probably my favorite, and the fruit has been kind of just like on point throughout the entire cruise. Chocolate milk was also quite good, so a few things were good, a few things were kind of mediocre. The waffles weren't bad, a little soggy as well, but we did get through all of those already. We're gonna keep on eating here, but I just kind of wanted to update you with kind of how things have been going along the way. We are back in the room after breakfast. One thing I do want to recommend, by the way, is to have kind of a like beach style shoe or kind of like slippers or whatever, slides, anything like that. Just because when you go out to the water with all the sand, you know, I have like my traditional kind of slides that I like to wear around, but they'll get very sandy and kind of all like messed up. So if you kind of have like a cheap pair, you know, like a $5 pair from like, I don't know, Walmart or whatever. These are refunds. I don't remember where I got these. But if you just pick up like a small cheap pair, it helps out a lot. Also, I want to point out we have a snail today. So this is our newest creation. I don't think we're getting any more at this point. Also, it looks like they used like tissue paper or something here for that piece, which is kind of funny. But yeah, there is our snail. So I think we had like a pig and a snail. I think it's gonna be it now at this point. Now I wanna start with the Boardwalk tonight on some options over here. So I wanna cover Playmakers for you guys, show you everything that is available in there. And this is a new location, like I said, I think over on the Allure, I think this was in kind of like the main promenade area. I'm not totally sure, but I thought so. We're gonna check out the hot dogs over there. I'm gonna show you Johnny Rockets. We're gonna go ahead and get a free shake or malt or float with our drink package. And I wanna show you one more thing, which I've never seen before. Now, I don't know if this is always a thing, but it is Sunday evening right now, and they are playing football games here at the Aqua Theater on the big screens. So I don't know what they're playing exactly. It looks like they're playing Fox NFL, so whatever game is on Fox, maybe they'll play. I don't know if they cycle through. Over here, it is a different one, though, so we have two different games going, only one audio source coming through, but that's kind of cool. Now, let's go step into Playmakers. So this is pretty cool. This is kind of a sports bar style situation that you got going on here. So if you guys are big into any sports, whenever game day is, this is kind of the place to be. It definitely reminds me of almost like a Fridays, or maybe like a Champs if you guys ever went to Champs. But I'll show you a little bit of the inside here. But I just like the signage, kind of gives you that like feel of like an old school like baseball team jersey with the actual logos and lettering. And I'll show you the menu here as well if you guys want to get a quick glance. So we have some beers up, it's cycling through, but you have the warm-up, so kind of your appetizers, you have wings, some burgers, some desserts down here. And this is an additional restaurant, so there's a lot of included food obviously on cruises, but this would be a separate option for you if you're looking to actually spend some money and get some different food available here on the cruise. You can do it here. Again, you can see we have some football games going on. We have the Raiders and Broncos over here. You have sports memorabilia on the wall here. So again, just a really fun environment in here. We do have some foosball as well, some little games. They do have this racing over here, Dead Heat Unleashed, but it does cost money, and this is $3 per play, and then it kind of goes up from there if you guys want to come and play this, or maybe the kids want to come play a little bit of that. We have some signed jerseys over here from the Eagles, and let's see, some more signed stuff over here. But like I said, this is pretty cool right here. This stuff is all free when it's working. This wasn't working yesterday. Oh, looks like Mario Bros is working today, so you can play. I'll show you quick. Nicole will be playing here.
How do you do anything?
She unfortunately
Nicole's not a play
got hit
Mario.
by one of the Koopas. They have one of the Galaga kind of multi-arcade options here. I tried to play it yesterday, it wasn't totally working. And you have Defender over here if you guys want to play that. So there's kind of just a few kind of arcade games over here if you're interested. They also have pool, more TVs, more lounge areas. Over here again, more TVs. And like I said, 2 foosball tables here. I was never very good at foosball, to be honest. I think I always just like went and just like spun the knob lever thing, and that was kind of it. Look at me score right here. Easy ball. What were the odds? I wanted to point out, but if you look right here, the sticks don't poke out the other side. I've never seen this before. I feel like this is like a professional. The ball's right here. I feel like the professionals. You see this? My mind is blown. How does that work? I don't know. Oh, you know what? There's probably an over piece, so that's what it is. Interesting. Either way, foosball if you guys want it. So again, if you guys are looking for something fun, a little bit more sports-based, and you want to come catch the game, you don't want to miss it, definitely the place to be. Really cool environment here. And from what I have heard, they have some pretty good food options. I also like that they have like the home plate right here as you are walking in. We are not trying any food today. We have dinner here in like an hour, so I don't want to kind of ruin the appetite there because it is our last night. Plus, very short cruise, so we didn't have a ton of time to do a bunch, but I at least wanted to showcase what you have. Also, another bar in here. Everything works as normal in here. If you have the drink package, you can get alcoholic drinks in here. Something else I want to show you is over here at Johnny Rockets. If you have the refreshment package, which is kind of the middle tier, you actually can come over to Johnny Rockets and get milkshakes and floats. Pretty much any of these options down here except for the beer. So if you want to come in and get, a Diet Coke float, you could do that. If you want a chocolate malt, you could do that. A strawberry milkshake, totally free or included with your refreshment package. So we'll come here and get a shake. It's easy as that. Now, as I sit here at the top, I want to talk a little bit about Johnny Rockets. Johnny Rockets as well is an additional fee if you guys are looking to get lunch or dinner here. One thing I will point out is the breakfast is included. They do kind of like some egg options. I think they do like waffles and pancakes here as well, but it is free for breakfast if you guys want that. But lunch and dinner, you do have to pay if you guys want to eat here. But the shakes and the malts and everything like that, like I said, do still come with your refreshment package. So we actually did a Oreo or cookies and cream malt, so I think that's going to be pretty good. Just as I talk about not ruining our appetite, here I am drinking again, what is this, cookies and cream malt, but you know what, it is good. One thing I do need to point out is the Boardwalk Doghouse, which is the hot dog stand here, does close pretty early. It actually just closed down, so we just missed that, unfortunately. So this closes down at 6 p.m. But I want to point out that you can come over here and get hot dogs. This is included, so you don't have to pay extra here. But you can see what you get. You can get either like a classic or everything on your bun for your dog. You can get the classic hot dog, a chicken and apple sausage, a few different things. You can get some sauerkraut, some onions, coleslaw, potato salad for your sides. Very cool. If you guys are ever interested, definitely come check this out. If you guys like hot dogs, what a great place to get one. And again, it's kind of a fun little like environment back here on the boardwalk to do so. So again, that's pretty much everything here on the boardwalk. We've covered it over the past few days. I think at this point we have shown you everything available here outside. Definitely a little bit nicer now to have things, like I said, like Playmakers out here. I think that's a nice little addition. Also super cool that you can watch some of these sport games there at the Aqua Theater. I think that's a really nice addition, just to be able to, again, sit down, watch something on the big screen, especially if you're a sports fanatic. Great little thing back there. Either way, I want to show you a few more things now that we are kind of moving about the ship before we do go over to dinner. Now, if you guys have the drink package, the middle tier, which again is the refreshment package, over here at the Cafe Promenade, they proudly serve Starbucks coffee. But you cannot get drinks over at the Starbucks with the refreshment package, but you can get them over here at the Cafe Promenade. And as you can see, you can get a lot of those classic drinks that you typically would get. You can get a Frappuccino, you can get the teas, you can get the lattes, the mochas, the cappuccinos, the Americanos, anything that you are looking for, you can go ahead and grab here. So, though you cannot order from the actual Starbucks, again, they say that they use Starbucks here. It comes in a Starbucks, mug or glass here. So I don't know if it is or isn't. It does taste a little bitter in my opinion. I don't drink a lot of Starbucks though, but if you guys have the refreshment package, you can get them here, and it's open pretty late. So just keep that in mind, but you cannot use it over at the actual Starbucks in the Promenade, but you can use it over here. Another thing I'd actually like to point out over here, so at the Cafe Promenade, though the specialty beverages are not served all night, the kind of like snack station over here to the right is. And they are open pretty much 24/7. I think it might be the only food option that is 24/7. Some of their options are okay. I feel like they typically offer fruit all night, so that's at least something you can come get. But they got a lot of like sweet treats. So you can see here we have a red velvet and a coffee cheesecake. But also, just so you guys can see it, this is the caramel frappuccino. So again, it looks pretty legit. I do think they taste a little bit more bitter than normal though. I feel like it doesn't taste exactly like Starbucks. Again, they say it is. I just want to kind of preface and let you guys know that I don't think it tastes like a Starbucks, but I also haven't tried the other Starbucks on the ship, so it could be the same flavor. Now, something else I want to show you guys would be Central Park. We haven't really explored it much here on this cruise. We took a kind of lap through here last time. There's a number of restaurants and things here, so I'll show you what they have available. A lot of additional paid restaurants. Something I also want to point out, you can actually do these like additional restaurants here. You could do like a package with them. So if you want to be eating kind of a unique dining, you guys can add that on. So you have over here Azumi, which is a hibachi and sushi place. Kind of around the corner, you have the Collection, which is probably like some high-end jewelry, it kind of looks like. Funny enough, I think our room is like right over there. It's one of those there on the wall. They have some nice little seating areas around here if you guys are looking for something like that as well. We'll kind of continue forward. They do also have, if you guys have heard of the Giovanni Steakhouse, that is out here. Some fun sculptures along the way. Again, real nice grass here too. I believe this is all real. I think they take care of it. It's not fake. So I think there's little signs around. You can see what it is. But it's a really nice walk through here, very relaxing. It's just kind of a different vibe as you're hanging out here. If you just want to come relax outside, but you don't want to be in the hustle and bustle, highly recommend coming out here to Central Park. Now again, Azumi comes all the way down here, so it is quite the stretch along this side of the ship here. But also, I don't know if you thought that was music playing over the speakers, but it is actually live music. They do it out here sometimes. Very good and relaxing environment. Over here in Central Park, they have the Park Cafe. This is kind of a lot like that Cafe Promenade underneath us right now in the actual promenade itself. But I think they do a little bit of a better job here. There's like kind of, I think there's like deli sandwiches sometimes. You can kind of like make your own sandwiches and salads and things like that. It's pretty nice, but it is only open for breakfast and lunch. So just a few hours a day. It does close at 5 if you guys are looking to check it out. You got to come before 5 if you want lunch, and then breakfast, you got to be here nice and early. But a decent amount of seating. It goes all the way down there over on the outside. A lot of outdoor seating too. Again, a nice relaxing environment if you guys want to try something like this. Highly recommend Park Cafe, by the way. It is very, very good when you're looking for kind of that quick hit meal versus something like a Cafe Promenade. I don't love the stuff from there. It's okay, but I feel like if you can, check this out first. They also have a bar out here inside of Central Park, and something that is beautiful looking. Take a look at this. All of the vines and greenery that line this wall here. And I believe it is all real. It really brings this place to life. So nice looking, and it is on both sides. As you can see, it goes up the entire length of almost the inside of the ship here. This is the iconic Chops Grill. I feel like this has been around for quite a while, and people love their steaks here. If this is something you're looking forward to, again, it is an additional charge, but it is delicious from everything that I've heard. I have not personally done it myself. I'd like to at one point when we go on our next Royal Caribbean cruise, which I don't know when it will be, but I would like to try more of these specialty restaurants. Here is a look at some of the menu items if you guys are looking. So you can get a few different types of fillets, some strips, and some ribeyes. There are some of your starters there. There you go. These were some of the signs I was telling you about. So you have the sword fern and the Boston fern here. It tells you a little bit about them and all of the green that is over here and kind of what to expect. Very nice little touch. This is the bar that you see floating up and down on the Royal Caribbean ships that have it, and it actually comes up here and stops at Central Park. And I think you can actually get on and off. I've seen people come in and out the doors over there. There's another one over there. There's an exit sign up top there, so I think you can actually get off. I think it's a 1 hour trip, round trip, so maybe if you just want to do 30 minutes up, you could stop here, or if you want to 30 minutes down, you could do that. I believe that is the timing. It goes very, very slow. Now let's take a look at this menu very quickly. Again, this one is a little bit more upscale, so it's going to be a little bit different on your menu options versus something like a traditional, Japanese steakhouse or sushi or the Chops Grill kind of style steakhouse. So again, you have like lamb Wellington, duck duo, you got some lobster, cauliflower steak. So a little bit more upscale, I would say here. But again, if you guys are looking for something like this, a nice little addition is what I would assume. But I have not personally tried it, so I can't totally recommend any of these, but I have heard very good things about all of them. Now there are 2 additional restaurants I want to show you, one of them being Giovanni's here. This is an Italian kitchen and wine bar, and you can see the little Vespa out front. Now again, you might miss this because this is on floor 12, kind of tucked away back here, and the other restaurants are all there in Central Park. There is one more we're going to show you here on floor 14 as well. But if you take a look, I mean, beautiful design here, really nice aesthetic. Again, this is more Italian now, so you get a little bit of a unique flavor profile across all of their restaurants. If that is something you're looking for. Also, again, having the wine bar is something fun. I feel like that's a big hit with a lot of people too. And finally, I want to show you the mason jar here, which is, again, a new addition. I don't think this is on Allure. I don't think Giovanni's was either. And again, you can see just the vibe and the environment in here. It gives you that southern charm. I mean, look at that. They have a swing out there by the windows that you guys can go hang out on. Even the seating there, really, really cool. So you're out in the middle of the ocean, but you're getting that southern feel. But again, this is the last one. So the mason jar, if you guys are looking for that. So those are your additional options, like I was saying. Now we are kind of keeping an eye on the weather right now. So the weather is starting to rain just a little bit. No big storms, but they did mention if the storms start picking up, we will not be able to do this. I want to show you guys, I just want to point this out. We are now in line for the Abyss, which is this giant slide. It's not a water slide. I thought it was at first, but it's a traditional slide. You kind of just sit down, ride this like little, like, I don't know, not a raft, almost like a towel thing all the way down, and it goes down multiple stories all the way down to the boardwalk, funny enough. So, but yeah, we're keeping an eye on the weather right now. You can see it is a little gloomy out here. So I am taking you guys down to check out the running track and the spa, something I want to talk about with that, but these are kind of fun. So these are kind of like seashells and kind of like aquatic based images. But do you notice that it's like Star Wars themed? That's kind of fun. Now something that really bummed me out, I'm going to talk about, is right in here. This is the Vitality at Sea. This is their spa and fitness center. We did a massage with them before. It was good. Really expensive for what it was. I wouldn't totally recommend spending that amount of money. It is nice and relaxing. I do think some other ships offer some better options for their spa centers. This one was okay. We didn't do the one on this boat, we did on Allure. But one thing I need to point out, let me show you. Walking in here on Allure, off to the right immediately, there was like the entire like wellness, you know, food and kind of smoothie section. They don't have that on this ship. So if you look at this. It's all just the wellness stuff. So I wasn't able to get a single smoothie on this cruise. That was something I was looking forward to, because with your refreshment package, normally, again, I'm pointing at a wall here of just like random products right now. They had like a smoothie bar. It kind of had like all like the juices and smoothies and everything. On Allure, they had it. I didn't realize it wasn't on all of their ships. So unfortunately, we don't have it on Utopia here. And that's okay, but I was really looking forward to it. That was one of the main reasons I bought the refreshment package. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. I love smoothies though. And I was like, well, I'll pick up a smoothie every single day, multiple times a day. They don't have it. So do keep that in mind. If you guys are going on these ships, you might want to look at what they do and don't offer. If there's something small that you're looking forward to, make sure it's on your ship, because something as small as a little smoothie juice bar inside of the Vitality Spa here isn't here right now. So just a little thing to kind of note. Not every ship has everything that the other ones do, even if it's kind of a staple among that certain class. Now, the last thing I want to show you before we head over to dinner would be right here, which is the track. If you guys are looking to run around the track, some of the older ships, I noticed that they would be kind of upstairs by like the pool. I think since they focus so heavily now, ooh, feel that breeze. I think they focus so heavily on all the entertainment in the pools upstairs that when it comes to the running track, now they keep it on this separate floor so people can kind of like run around and do what they want. Also, you can hear the waves crashing into the side of the ship right now because it is storming. I was unable to do the Abyss. I was hoping to be able to do it, and I could not, unfortunately, but looks like we're cruising a little bit right now.
We're cruising on the cruise.
We are cruising on the cruise. Now, as you can see, we're kind of towards the end. Also, looks like they have ping pong over here. I didn't even see that before. Oh, and they also have shuffleboard. Look at that. How fun is that? So you've got ping pong, shuffleboard out here. But take a look behind us. The entire track goes way down there. So a very long track if you guys are interested in utilizing this 2 lanes here. And it circles around the ship kind of on both sides. I do think it is one direction though. So it looks like it is going counterclockwise. You can see these arrows will point you around. And I'll show you a little bit here as we kind of navigate through. You can kind of see all these markers. So it looks like, wow, 5 miles. We're here. I think maybe that's if you continuously do it. So like 1 lap around and then up to like here is maybe a mile. Then I think you kind of go through. Is that how yeah.
4 laps a mile.
There you go. It's very windy here, so I won't keep you guys out here too long. But 1 lap is right under 2,200 feet. So if you guys want to do 5 miles, 12 laps. So a pretty big ship nonetheless. I mean, 5 miles and 12 laps, it really isn't too bad. There is a little port here, which I believe should be to the fitness center up here. But yeah, as you can see, you come up and there you go. There's all of your fitness equipment up here. Now this is a pretty nice gym. They've got little mini studios over here. You've got a decent amount of equipment. It looks like they have some free weights and some machines. And then obviously some of your kind of ellipticals and things like that. All of them would be over here. As you can see, some kind of like elliptical like I was mentioning. You've got kind of like the bike style. You've got just your normal treadmills. And it's cool, you can actually look out over the water there as you are running. And then your Stairmasters over there. And again, a decent amount of equipment, especially if you look at a cruise as kind of a floating hotel. Typically hotels don't have very nice equipment, or at least not too much. So this is pretty good to have a nice sized gym for a floating hotel. We have some lounge areas down here. I don't know if this is my #1 lounge spot. We also have the starting line here. If you guys were to start sprinting down this way. And there's your 5-mile mark right there. So almost exactly 12 laps. Well, after showing you all of the fun dining options and everything that is going on around the ship, it is now time for us to come eat our final dinner. We have the Bon Voyage dinner, and here are the chef's recommendations. Nicole loves the braised lamb. That was her favorite thing we had on Allure, so I think she's probably going to get it again. But you can see all of our options here looking pretty good. We have a little tapas medley also for a chef's recommendation. Very unique. Another dark chocolate brownie. Sounds kind of fun there. A trifle, Black Forest tart for dessert. Looking pretty good. Another kind of Indian dish over here. I've been liking them. This also is a spicy coconut masala sauce. I feel like I've got to try that. But also a grilled steak. I mean, can you not get a marinated strip? You know? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Either way, final dinner, Bon Voyage. Let's head on in. We are making this walk one last time around the corner. How have you felt about the first 2 nights? Because I've liked my dishes. Have you liked either of them really that much?
So the first night, I got the prime rib, and I didn't totally love it. And then last night I got the pesto, and I didn't totally love it. But I know that I like the lamb, so I'm hoping I'm gonna love tonight. So I also think like the first night I wasn't feeling super well, and that was kind of on me a little bit, but I'm excited for tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately that kind of stinks. I have liked my dinners, thankfully. You know, I will say some of the food around the boat has been mediocre in some situations. Also our bread has come out. This is our favorite, I think. It's got like a little onion to it. But I have liked my dinner so far, so we are trying to hit that little trifecta tonight if all things go well. Well, I did the French onion soup. The cheese is a little thick, kind of hard to get part of the soup itself. It is very flavorful, but unfortunately didn't get a lot of cheese, but I am really liking the flavor, very strong flavor. How did you like your kind of, what is it, like a Greek tapas dish?
Tapas medley, yeah. I thought it was good. You get a little bit of hummus, a little bit of tzatziki, a little like Greek salad mixture, and some pita bread. It's really good, and I like Greek food, which we don't have often, so I enjoyed this meal a lot.
They have just delivered our entrees here, and Nicole got that lamb again. Hopefully it is great. I know she loved it. I did end up going with both dishes. I've just been loving these Indian dishes, so we're gonna do this chicken here, and I went with that chimichurri steak, so we'll just go ahead and split the steak. Wow, already going in, first bite.
First bite.
Taste it up. Is it as good as it was before? I really hope so.
It absolutely is, yeah. I think it's like the best thing that we've had on the boat both times.
Now, I am somebody that likes my steak medium. I get it. Some people would say that's overcooked. And this looks to be about a medium rare to rare. And unfortunately, I don't like it like that. I did try a little bit. The flavor is fantastic, but the cook style is just not it for me. So I think I got to see if I can get a change there. I know like, a lot of you guys probably are like, you are crazy. But I did eat most of this Indian dish again, this chicken. Oh, it was so good. It's like a coconut masala thing. I don't know. It's super good. I've liked all 3 of the Indian dishes. But like I said, that steak was really good. It just wasn't cooked the way that I'd like. I just don't like it that way, unfortunately.
Ladies and gentlemen, appreciation for dinner. Your dining room waits. I'll be parading around the dining room for you for the very last time.
Oh, another parade. Well, we finished up. My dessert was pretty good. Nicole's was interesting. I'm used to like trifles being kind of more cakey, but I guess it's a trifle cake when they say that. This just said trifle, so maybe a normal trifle doesn't have a cake.
What was that layer though?
I don't know. It's like a weird like custardy layer followed by kind of like a juice layer. A little weird. Mine wasn't too bad, but you know what? I feel like every dessert I've had recently and on this cruise has just been too sweet. So I think I need to make a baking line that is like less sweet desserts. You know? Something that's just like not super sweet. I need to invent that. Or maybe there's something out there already like that and I can just buy from it.
We're gonna invent it.
Well, we are approaching, unfortunately, the end of our cruise here very soon. So I need to show you guys a few more things. We're gonna go check out the casino. We do have an adult comedy show here in just about an hour. And we do want to still check out the Pesky Parrot, that new bar over there. So let's go take a look at the casino. And one thing I do want to point out is just like the last ship, this one does have a non-smoking section. It is much, much smaller right over here. So you can see Studio B here, and then right to the right of it, there is Casino Royale. All right, we have made it in. A pretty decent sized casino, by the way. We did gamble on our last one. We won pretty big, but they have table games, they've got slots, a little bit of everything here. And they're also playing any of the sports games if you guys are looking for that. I always love walking around and trying to see if anybody's winning it big. Try and root them on, you know. It looks like somebody's winning right over here. Now, much like any casino, there are different minimums. So, for example, the roulette table over there is 10. It is 20 over here. I see $10, $20, and like up for things like blackjack. So if you guys are looking to play, make sure you guys kind of go scope things out before we actually head out over to the comedy show and again the Pesky Parrot. Right here you can see this is Utopia Station. This is their very unique dining for the Royal Railway right here. So it's right inside these doors, and it is kind of an entire show. You go through and you're on this like railroad, and there's like bandits and things that are coming about. It is very hard to get this reservation. Starting in January of next year, you will be able to book this in advance. But right now, the only way to book it is when you get on the cruise. You have to go to like guest services and ask to reserve. So if you guys are basically doing any cruising between now and the end of December 2024, you cannot book this ahead of time. You have to do it on the cruise itself. Like I said, it looks amazing. I've seen some videos. It's pretty exclusive to kind of actually get in there. It's pretty hard to get reservations for it, but I think it is definitely well worth it. I've heard all the food and drinks are amazing, and the entire show is just a blast. Again, we did not get it on this one. You can join a waiting list, but it is pretty dang exclusive right behind these doors here. You can always tell you're close too, because in between floors, they have this giant like blueprint and this art mural of a train, so you know that you are close. Well, before we head over to the comedy show, we're gonna go ahead and grab a drink here at the Pesky Parrot. I know that this is exclusive for this ship, at least from Allure. I know that Allure does not have this, so let's go ahead and get a fun little drink with some island vibes. Definitely some fun island vibes in here. I mean, just look at the way everything is designed. I don't know what's up with the dollar bills up there. I don't know if some like famous people autographed them or what, but you can even see the decorations on the wall back there. Look pretty fun and interesting for sure. I can show you guys the menu. The menus even look a little unique. So they're kind of like spiralized here, and you can see all of their items down here. I think this is all of them. We kind of already looked through, so we know what we're getting. I think we're doing the Taste of Tropics here, which is a Bacardi Superior Rum, pineapple, tropical juices, and blood orange sour. Looks like we have some bikinis over here. I bet you we could probably even sit on these stumps. And here is the bird. It's a fake bird here, but it does look real, doesn't it? It's an animatronic bird here. Look at this thing. All right, we're gonna head over to the couch over here. Looks like some like CGI AI things going on. You see how like, yeah, or the Sims, that's even better. So it's getting a little loud in there, but I wanted to give this a review. This is a very good drink. I typically don't really love alcoholic drinks. I think sometimes the alcohol takes away, but there is a lot of good flavor in this. Could you take the alcohol out and still have a good drink? Absolutely, but this is really well done. I think everything blends well together. That is a top alcoholic drink, I think, in my opinion. How did you like that?
I really liked it. I didn't realize it was frozen going into it, which makes it 10 times better in my opinion. I really like the blood orange, so like the sour from that is great, and you get those tropical flavors, and the rum just goes perfect with it. Very refreshing.
Absolutely. I can definitely recommend this, and it's a fun little bar in there. It is a little loud right now. I don't know if it's just the music, the acoustics, or whatever, but the Pesky Parrot, definitely a hit, and I can see myself spending more time in there. Unfortunately, we don't have too much time left on this ship. Speaking of, we need to head over to the comedy show. That is our last show for our cruise here on Utopia. We have made it over here to the adult comedy show. Last time we witnessed this was on Allure. Obviously, I think it's different comedians, different material, everything like that, but it was so funny. It was awesome. A little short, but I really liked it. But I do want to point out in this Royal Theater, up top, along like the railing there, it's very hard to see. I'm taller, I'm about 6 foot tall, and I couldn't see over the railing. So if you have the front row, you can't really see the stage very well. And there's another one in this middle like section. So I would just be careful when you're finding seating. I would probably avoid those front rows with the railing. It was just too hard to see. We have a pretty good spot here right now. It's about my view, what I'm seeing. So definitely a lot better, I think, if you're kind of on the main floor. We need to finish packing, but very quickly I want to talk about the comedy show. We are back in the room, by the way. I have to show you something crazy with all the waves. I've been talking about them all week. You can actually kind of see it in our room here. But the comedy was good. For the first time in a while, I feel like the opening act really was a lot better than the second act. I feel like typically they put kind of like the warm-up comedian first, and then the second act kind of is supposed to be like the big powerhouse. I didn't think the second one was very good. There's two of them. The first guy was hilarious. I thought he did a great job. A lot of good jokes there. The second guy had a few good kind of like one-liners, and then it kind of was a little bit meh to me, but still a good show overall. I do think, like I said, the first guy, I think his name was Tyrone Hawkins, I think was his name, was really good. I think the second guy was Steve. I don't remember, but yeah, definitely Tyrone was hilarious. But either way, I want to show you one thing here before we kind of wrap up, go to bed. So I've been talking about how much the boat is rocking all week, right? So if you look at our door here, this is the door just like open. See how it's just moving? And like I can feel the waves just like pushing left and right. You can see even the hangers in there. They're bouncing around. And no, we don't have a ghost in here. It's just how crazy swaying the boat is right now. So like it's swaying right. I can feel it. We're going back left. Let's see. Yeah, that was a hard one. Bounced off the edge, going back right. I can feel it. Yep, there we go. That's a pretty heavy one. Oh, going back left. No, kind of floating. Oh, there we go. Left. Yep, feeling it. And there it is. It's crazy. It's been like this the entire time. This has definitely been the bumpiest and kind of just waviest like cruise I have ever been on. It hasn't stopped since we took off. I don't know if it's because we have the storms brewing. You know, we have now the tropical depression or potential Hurricane Milton headed right towards Florida. So hopefully we have no issues with that. But it's kind of crazy. I have not experienced this in a while. Typically you'll get like 1 day, maybe 2 days of it. But to have it every single day, just hardcore, just doing this the whole time, pretty wild. Now that being said, we need to finish packing. We're pretty close to being done. But then, like I said, yeah, we have an early morning. All right, it is debarkation day. We are just kind of putting everything away in our bags here, and then we got to get off of this ship. They have made announcements every like 3 minutes that we got to go. All right, we are now getting off of the ship. It is raining right now as we are preparing for potential Hurricane Milton. The weather you'd think you'd be back to in Florida. One thing I need to point out as we are leaving, if you have a passport, you can do this side on the left. This is way shorter. If you only have like a birth certificate, you've got to go on that really long line to the right. I see people messing that up all of the time. Wow, I lied. You don't even need your passport. It was facial recognition. It took us all about 3 seconds to do that. So let's go to our car. Oh, all right, we're all loaded up. The end of the cruise is here. How did you like it?
I liked it. I definitely like the longer ones, but it's because I want a vacation for longer. But
Oh no!
Oh no!
Dropped the water bottle.
Oh, I need a new one.
Oh boy.
I definitely like the longer ones just because I want a vacation for longer. But overall, I really do like the boat. I think it was very, very, very similar to Allure. So I don't think we were like getting any really new like layout or a new feel. But the new shows were good, and we had a great time this weekend. Weather was beautiful, and it was a lot of fun. So love it always.
Definitely do agree on that. Yeah, we have some kind of nasty weather we are coming back to here. It looks like I said, I think this is kind of this Hurricane Milton thing that is developing, is making its way here onto land over the next few days. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I do think there are a lot of differences. We'll cover all of that in like the next video that we talk about cruising. We're going to talk all about, you know, Allure versus this one, kind of what we think about it, kind of the overall consensus and everything. But that'll be, you know, in a future video here, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah, I like it. So either way, Thank you for hanging out with us on the world's biggest weekend, as we kept hearing today. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.